You wanna leave me open, you wanna leave me so tied down now. You know my one and only. Try not to let your heart get in the way. And we're just like night and day. And often I wanna stray. The reason I wanna stay is something I can't explain. Boy, you the best, you the best, you the best, can't control me. Yeah, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know, I sweet and loco, 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 loco. Play with my mind and I go loco, 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 loco. Take time, just take it easy, easy. You know, I sweet and loco, 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 loco. Yeah, 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 yeah. If I lie, you love me, I go crazy. Me not dirty, don't waste me. Maybe I should be a lady, 'cause I yiggy, I fella can't face me, no. Move yourself with your ex and us. Oh, no, 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 oh, no, 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 no. I don't wanna play a tic-tac-toe. Oh, no, 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 oh, no, no, no. Boy, you the best, you the best, you the best, can't control me. Yeah, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know, I sweet and loco, 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 loco. Play with my mind and I go loco, 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 loco. Take time, just take it easy, easy. You know, I sweet and loco, 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 loco. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm that chocolate that you love, sweet and nutty. You kinda keep me locked up, free my body. Yeah, you with a bad gal, pull up on me, get mad, love. Just don't tell me what to do. I'm sweet, I'm crazy for you. You the best, you the best, you the best, can't control me. Yeah, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know, I sweet and loco, 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 loco. Play with my mind and I go loco, 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 loco. Take time, just take it easy, easy. You know, I sweet and loco, 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 loco. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I descended from Moko. I see evil from afar. I was blinded by my ego, but no, it ain't that hard. My papa showed me who my friends were. My mama taught me how to fight. Cross some other loving West Indian. I'll make you run for your life. I used to drink till I was drunk and falling face to the earth. People would cheer me on and let me be a joke. I'm crossing busy streets and swerving, looking crazy, consider that my sweeter thing. I used to gargle vodka like peppermint fresh. Now all I do is blow trees. The paper connects from my lips to your lips like we kissed. But you see, time will tell, because time knows where. Well, I descended from Moko. I see evil from afar. I was blinded by my ego, but no, it ain't that hard. My papa showed me who my friends were. My mama taught me how to fight. Grow some other loving West Indian. Make you run for your life. I was 5'6", 2 feet deep in some mess. My mama put some olive oil at the crown of my head. Then she rubbed some baby vapor on my cocoa chest. See, I was running through the island, but I had to digress. You see, you didn't even know me, but you have to confess. What's been given is a blessing. What I ain't done, I ain't stressing. Knew I left this for better. I love my intuition. It's efficient, cause my God is bigger than my intentions. You see, time will tell, yeah, because time knows where. Yeah. I descended from Moko. I see evil from afar. I was blinded by my ego, but no, it ain't that hard. My papa showed me who my friends were. My mama taught me how to fight. Grow some other loving West Indian. I make you run for your life. Yeah. Well, I descended from Moko. I see evil from afar. I was blinded by my ego.
But I was not.
I know it ain't that hard.
Oh, never that hard.
My mama show me who my friends are.
Who are them?
My papa show me how to fight.
One, two.
Grow some other loving West Indian.
Hey.
Make you run for your life.
I'm a real rider. Bing bang studio. I'm a real rider. Anyway you see we ready. Anyway you see we ready. My dogs them roll up, guns them load up, not afraid for show up. No way. Anyway you see we ready. Anyway you see we ready. My dogs them roll up, guns them load up, not afraid for show up. No way. Long time me tell them so we ever ready. Cause we love the formula and the energy. Better prepare for your one year. A lot of me no bother run up on me. Bet you full up like a map. Bust big tune like guns where you send them in a cemetery. Lick couple shots at the end and see the remedy for jealousy. Beg the father for deliver me. Come in now a deal up in the backseat. I'm a real rider till the day I die. They come and team them real, the thugs them real. And who can't hear me don't tell them go feel. Anyway you see we ready. Anyway you see we ready. My dogs them roll up, guns them load up, not afraid for show up. No way. Anyway you see we ready. Anyway you see we ready. My dogs them roll up, guns them load up, not afraid for show up. No way. Murder them, kill them, bust it. When rifle ring out, boy take off like a rocket. See them 90s kids when them knock it. Blood spill for the G's, Kyle fat in them pocket. Them mask up in a bulletproof like cup. Gun fully load up with the telescope. All us tell them up in a play. Bing bang, back them up in a stray. I'm a real rider until the day I die. They come and team them real, they dogs them real. And who can't hear me don't tell them go feel. Anyway you see we ready. Anyway you see we ready. My dogs them roll up, guns them load up, not afraid for show up. No way. Anyway you see we ready. Anyway you see we ready. My dogs them roll up, guns them load up, not afraid for show up. No way. Long time me tell them so we ever ready. Cause we love the formula and the energy. Better prepare for your one year. A lot of me no bother run up on me. Bet you full up like a map. Bust big tune like guns where you send them in a cemetery. Lick couple shots at the end and see the remedy for jealousy. Beg the father for deliver me. Come in now a deal up in the backseat. I'm a real rider until the day I die. Become a team them real, the thugs them real. And who can't hear me don't tell them go feel. Anyway you see we ready. Anyway you see we ready. My dogs them roll up, guns them load up, not afraid for show up. No way. Anyway you see we ready. Anyway you see we ready. My dogs them roll up, guns them load up, not afraid for show up. No way. celebrate with Caribbean. Whenever, wherever, whenever, celebrate with Caribbean. Whenever, wherever, whenever, celebrate with Caribbean. Now we celebrate, celebrate with Caribbean.
Caribbean Tropical Hard Cider. Drink responsibly.
I know it, but no one can replace, and it never comes second to none. What you road where you're walking and go like fi run. It's way easier said than done. From you wake up in the morning is a slippery tide. Trouble day up on your mind, so you swiftly blood. Paralyzed from all the lies, now you feel simply sad. Can't afford to make an error through your distiller. You can't forget it. Dreams make you wake up early. I know you say you start to regret it, but what you gonna do about it? What can you do about it? What can you do about it? What can you do about it? What you gonna do about it? Your weapon and you take him ghost. Looking right up on the corner and you start to boast. How you circle the men's and them like you thought. Now you look over your shoulder and you can't repose. Trouble there upon the mic and now I'm keep my post. Can't afford to lose your life, now I have to lose your soul. Me not live another minute through your distant code. All of a sudden you're not bad clip reload. You can't forget it. Dreams make you wake up early. And then you say you start to regret it, but what you gonna do about it? What can you do about it? What can you do about it? What can you do about it? What you gonna do about it? Now wait for no one can replace, and it never comes second to none. What you road where you're walking and go like fi run. It's way easier said than done. From you wake up in the morning is a slippery tide. Trouble day up on your mind, so you swiftly blood. Paralyzed from all the lies, now you feel simply sad. Can't afford to make an error through your distiller. You can't forget it. Dreams make you wake up early. I know you say you start to regret it, but what you gonna do about it? What can you do about it? What can you do about it? What can you do about it? What you gonna do about it?
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Island Girl Talk. All you know, gosh, boy, no matter how much we try, boy, always a 12:15. All you, we sorry, we watching you all sitting in the chat room already, waiting patiently.
Yeah.
We appreciate you all. All right. How are you guys?
Good.
How was the weekend?
Well, we know how the weekend
Yeah.
was. The radio station show was the weekend. So it was a fantastic time.
Let me tell them about the party now. It was a movie earlier.
It was.
Literally a movie. Real performances. Everybody represents. It was just best. It was just best.
And it was definitely the first party in Trinidad and Tobago, I could say for certain, that played only local music.
Strictly
and guys,
local.
you would not have even known.
Yeah.
Because it was, that's us, that's with
Yes.
June, that's with Trinidad, that's with hip-hop.
Listen,
And the
that was a
crowd was going off. So
Lit.
these artists performing, if it's hip-hop, tropical, class, all of them,
Yeah.
they was mashing up. And everybody in the crowd was going with the vibe. It was so good. And I felt so good to be a Trini in that
boy.
moment.
There's a moment too
agree.
when Kutin was singing and he didn't even need to sing no more.
The crowd was
whole
singing
crowd
word
was
for word,
like,
and
yeah.
I felt bad because I didn't know the words. Right? I was like,
But we will
how
learn
I
it
don't
now.
know this song, because for y'all to
know
be
it.
singing it word for word, I mean it big and big
Yeah.
all day, and I like, okay, we added this to the playlist.
Yeah.
That
For
was
real.
good vibes. Because even like when I travel, like when I went to Africa, and they played their music so much. I'm in the club and no offense, of course I love their music, but we are so accustomed to diversity. Me here in
Yes.
Afro whole night was getting annoying.
Oh.
And they might play a little international song
Yeah.
here and there. And I feel like it's really something for us to adopt, because we have so much good stuff, but we always
Yeah.
want to play everybody else sing.
Yeah.
And now we own.
And then the thing with us, you can't get fed up an hour. You see,
Yeah.
with soca aside, you can't really get fed up of, if you give all the artists in Trinidad a chance, you wouldn't get fed up because you're getting everything.
And that is why
You know?
O.U.R.
Radio
exists.
That's right.
You know, because
Amen.
it was done like having an authentic Trinidadian event in a sense, but the music. Because even like my sister was there and she was like, I don't know half of these songs, but I had such a good time.
Yeah.
She in the crowd and she don't know what she's singing, but she's singing.
It was a bop.
It was a bop.
Because it
It was
sounds
a
good,
pop.
you know.
It's
not to say
really,
it's
really
tripping,
good
it's just
music, good vibes.
Yeah.
And we're not just saying that because we own the station. It's like, listen, our playlist is be local. And these songs, we just be like,
All
who sing
local.
this? Who sing?
Yeah.
Because it's really good music. Why we not hearing it?
I just be
Really?
singing Annalie Prime music whole week, you know. Give me a reason. Yeah, telling you.
Yeah, definitely
It's
representing.
infectious. Now, of course, we will, you know, a couple people did ask us how come we didn't present like all the other announcers here on the station. We did have some technical difficulties, guys. We tried our best to try and get some stuff together, but you know, when the programs didn't sync and it prevented us from getting our set on the system. So unfortunately we just had to improvise and introduce Nyla and Mikal and take a little jam with them on stage.
A little,
Which was fine,
yeah.
nevertheless.
a little
Yes.
turn up. I learned the whole Dingole dance. so
Right?
You when I see me out in the streets, that's not bringing it.
We learn how to dingole. We can't complain. So yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah.
If you missed it, you definitely missed out, but there's always next year. Right? Guys, also in the chat room, remember, we appreciated the calls from last week. We find all your real calling these days. Keep it up, right? Especially for Sip and Spill. If all you want to ask us those questions, you have to call to ask us. So don't be shy. Call us 466-4OUR, 466-4687, right? And remember to like and share this live. I don't know if Carrie Ann reached yet or she started to do she work.
Carrie sent full disclaimer. She's not going to be tuning.
Don't make joke.
Carrie having a little mini vacation.
Oh,
So she's like, guys, I'm not going to be here today, but all she sends her love.
Carrie
Sends
Ann,
her
you
love.
will be missed, darling. You will be missed. Well, we have to be on point then today.
Yeah, we don't have our PR right.
All right, so you all ready to get into it?
Yeah.
You ready? All right. All you know what we're talking about today. All you feel a little laid back, you all you feeling up to par, a little under the weather today, all you. But you know, see, the show must go on.
Always.
Right? It's the have to must. So the topic of the day today is perception versus reality. Are you responsible for how others perceive you? Let me repeat that. Right? Perception, meaning what's going on up here about somebody else, versus reality, how they truly are. And are you responsible for how others perceive you? Right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. You know, and I mean, how many times in life have you done something or not done something because you were afraid of how people would look at it? You know what I mean? Or you're afraid of what they would say. And does it really matter what they think of you?
That's so true.
Sometimes you don't even be doing nothing and people have this
Still have a lot
whole
to say.
scenario. They have you in their minds, they have you down pat. And you nothing like that, you know. How will you feel about that, boy?
I mean,
And all you feel like all you have a part to play in that?
I personally, like, honestly, I would just say one of my greatest lessons in life, I don't mean to get deep, like I told this lesson there to me, is pertaining to this topic actually, because I learned to recognize that sometimes when you have a perception of somebody else, it's within your own self. So when you cast judgment
Amen.
on somebody else, it's because it's there within you. And it works on the positive side too. Even if you are inspired by somebody, it's because that person has a piece of you. You can see yourself and those qualities. That's why inspired. That's why you like them. You can see those qualities in them, in yourself. You can see your future ambitions. You could see your potential. You could see so many things.
Especially if that person embodying something you wish you could do.
Exactly. So it's like a positive energy that, oh my God, this person is inspirational. And it would be same switch with the negativity. If you want to think this person is this and this person is that, check within yourself, because now I play this game with I play this game with myself. Serious thing, all you, because I really recognize that. Let me give you an example. So like I watch a guy, and and I have an issue with him, and I find like, you know, I'm saying something like, I don't like him, I find he's controlling, and you know, and then now I play this game. From the time I cast that judgment, he might be controlling, no problem. I ain't saying no, I say it because he is controlling. But for me to even know the word controlling is because it exists in my reality. That is some energy around me. That's why I know to say.
That's why it alerts, like it lights up.
That's why I know to say what controlling is, because I could identify with that energy. I could identify with the situation or the result of controlling. It's somewhere around me.
It like that.
Yes.
So now every time, like anytime I say anything about anybody, whether positive or negative, I play that game with myself. And it's a game because you will say something. Sure, sometimes you're giving people constructive criticism, and you say a lot of good things to people, you know. But like, still play the game one time and check back.
So in other words, she introspects.
Like a self-awareness trigger.
Yeah.
When something happens, before you like run wild and do its own thing, and then you have all these default settings and thoughts. You pull it back in. Let me figure out what this is before we give it a name.
Exactly.
That's a level of maturity not a lot of people have, Shawna.
So just to put it back in correlation with what Chris is speaking about, remember she asked if we are responsible, like what's our opinion, if we are responsible for the way others perceive us or judge us, right? So based on my lesson in life, I would say no, because if you think about it, how they feel is really on them. You know, how they feel is really their responsibility and their feelings, and they need to fix whatever happening with inside of them. You know, not necessarily our problem per se. So I would say no.
Yes. I could so I could give Oli an example, right? As a girl who like to go and watch a matinee movie in the middle of the day. I don't need company to go cinema. Right?
You're brave.
I don't need to go. No.
Why that response?
And there we go. That's the perfect example right there. Only say less. Say less, because Shawna's reaction is exactly what is the typical reaction. So I you know, when you go to cinema with, you know, back in the day, a boyfriend or something, when Sex and the City movie first come out, I that was my series. And you know, typical chick flick, but that was my scene.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that boy ruined that movie for me, boy. Because he didn't want to be there. He was just there because he named boyfriend. But oh gosh, he ruined that movie for me, boy. I had to go back and see the movie by myself without him knowing, you know, just to experience it. So as a girl, when I want to see a movie, and I'm not big on movie, but when I do go to see something, I go alone. I go in the middle of the day, everybody at work or whatever. But they would always have people there. And people would watch and be like, what is girl doing here by herself? And I would see the stairs, and I there pack up with my food, my popcorn, my this, my that. I happy like papi. I could cry at the movie if I was. I could say, oh, what
and you in full bliss. You in full bliss.
You know, and I found that I have enjoyed movies more when I go alone. But to everybody else, she lonely. She didn't have no friends. With her boyfriend, oh God, poor thing. Oh, popo. That kind of thing. This time you girl happy like papi. You know? That's my fault. Yeah, that's how I say it.
I could relate to what Chris was saying, because I was a movie junkie. Before the pandemic, like, sometimes I go to the cinema, I don't even know what's showing. I would just look at, okay, there's the time, pick something and have a blast. And I remember some years ago, it was like a Tuesday night, and I think like back then Tuesdays used to be popular because it was like half price or something in South. So that is on time when the cinema that's flooded. So I used to go after class because I was going to Custard at the time. And I came there, and like while I'm in the line going to get my snacks, like I saw a crew of like some girls that I knew, but they were there with like a real big, you know, team. And she was like, hey Neicy, who you here with? And I was like, with myself, and the look this girl gave me. If looks
like it's an alien.
She's like, you need a, like the look that's had this kind of, do you need a hug? Are you okay? Kind of. She's like, you here by yourself? And she's looking around like waiting for me to be like, no, well, I hear with. She was like, I hope I never be so lonely that I'll come cinema by myself. And this is me for like weeks after that.
Is she for real?
Something wrong? Like, because I would always, if I want to do something to this day, you know much things I've done alone, and like because I always used to be like, I want to do this, and I tell somebody, and then it's like, yeah, and then when it come up, they always cancel or they flake, and I decided to do things by myself.
Yeah.
A lot of the people I know and who I call friends is because I was out doing my thing by myself, and I meet people.
them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
That is
I love that.
so that's a good point.
Yeah.
Every time you go out, you just meet people.
it was
Yeah.
never a thing. I know the restaurants thing used to be a scene too, because it's like when you come table for how much? One. They don't know where to position you in the restaurant because
Okay,
That's
so
not
I've
normal.
done the restaurant thing alone too.
Yeah.
Not home in Trinidad because I mean I would always have somebody to go with. But
Yeah.
like when I'm traveling, like if I'm in New York, whatever, one of my favorite things to do is to go Red Lobster alone and order a set of snow crab legs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And with traveling and stuff, not like when I travel for work and stuff, my friends who are also traveling artists, they wouldn't have the off times that I would have. So
Yeah.
I end up going to a lot of places alone and dining alone, and I always have a good time and I always
but
meeting
people
new people.
do these tearing thing. Like you would just feel eyes on you and you look up and people like running late.
Yeah, the day they come, the day they
set you
flake.
up, and I dare by my whole self taking myself out because and the thing is I was kind of into stuff like that because I was somebody in the past could not do stuff with by myself.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, no, we had to fix this.
Yeah,
we had
yeah.
to fix this.
I just had a flashback of me good eating my trumpet of my snow crab and people like
She okay?
I
what-
feel
she will-
honest.
you know.
Honestly speaking, I feel like if I in the restaurants and I see me there sitting by herself, I think I would pass some judgment, but not necessarily in a bad way. Just like I might be like, I hope that girl
that girl.
yeah, like if I don't know, I'll be like, I hope that boy didn't
But why,
stood up the
why
girl,
does that
because
constitute loneliness
right.
though?
I know that's again we talking about perceptions and
Yeah,
and judgment. So I feel I'd be like, I hope that boy didn't stand up that girl, because if that's the case, then she with the wrong man.
Like
Like
I man is a loner now.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
tell you, my
so-
friend looked me dead in my face and she was like, I hope I'm never that lonely to come
Nah,
to
that-
cinema by myself.
yeah.
And I haven't the
time of
best
your life.
time.
Yeah.
of my
No,
I
but
don't
when
share my snacks.
So before we continue, let's pose the question
Yeah.
to our audience. Guys, have you all ever felt like someone sees, like how someone sees you is your responsibility? Let me repeat. Have you all ever felt like the way someone sees you is your responsibility? That's part one. And part two of it is, and has that ever stopped you from doing or accomplishing something because you were afraid of what others would say? Right? So again, have you ever felt like is your concern about how people see you? And two, has that ever influenced you or intimidated you enough to feel like you had to think twice before you do something because you don't know how people go take it? Has it stopped you from accomplishing something? Let's talk about it. Tell us your thoughts on it, right? We will move to them soon enough.
Yeah,
but
That's the good.
ladies, tell us about some more personal experiences that you've had where people just assume they know all and sundry about you,
Yeah.
and this time they don't have a clue. Like, give us some experiences, some examples.
Neicy, you wanna go first?
I'm still in my brain.
I could go.
So
Okay, go.
One of the issues that I would have had is because I am a dancer
Mm-hmm.
and I am in the the soca industry, and you catch me on the stage and I do a dance here and there, whatever. And especially when I used to dance for artists, people just automatically assume that I'm just this party girl.
Yes.
So everybody always think,
You know,
"What
I thought so too.
yeah,
At one point, yeah.
everybody like, what if I tell you next? And you're going here today, you're working or you're partying, and I'm like, I don't really like to party, and everybody's be like,
What?
Because you even said that when you went to the thing
Yeah.
recently and people was like, wait, Shawna.
yeah.
Shawna, I have a question. You ever think it's because of what you do as a dancer, you are already in the party so
Yeah.
often that you are all partied out and you don't really need to party
Yeah.
for recreation. Partying for recreation now does not appeal to you
Bingo.
because it's already work.
Bingo.
Same with the singing.
Bingo.
I mean,
Yes.
I thought that at first, but I kind of hung up my
Party
hat.
card?
I kind of hung up my hat where even performing is concerned, because I teach now. I try not to dance behind artists so much, right? Because I don't want my students to be like, hey, look, my son on stage.
So what happened
But-
to that?
No, I mean, nothing is
Perception.
wrong with it, but I just, for my own self, I just not at that phase of life anymore.
I could respect that.
Because I'm at that phase of my life, and I'm no longer there, then I would assume that I should be partying because I'm not really on the stage, I'm not in the event, so I should want it. So I recognize that even though I gave up that, it still doesn't change the fact that I am not hungry for parties.
Yes, I like that.
I want to add to what you're saying in
really
terms of where you're at, because even for me, with the dating self or taking a self out of having me time, I noticed like from past relationships, I would get in a relationship and everything is us.
Yeah.
I want to go shopping. He has to go shopping with me.
Oh,
I want to do
Neicy.
something. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, it took me a while after that to realize like, I need a life outside of us.
Yeah.
Because if he's doing stuff off on his own, like probably go to a football game or
empty.
something, I'd be like, what I gonna do?
Yeah.
You know? And I realized like after like I wanted a life of my own. So even when I was dating, I would always have like me time carved out. If I have a movie, I would know if it's a movie I want to see with you, as Chris said, or if you want to go by yourself.
Yeah,
you know, it's like a chick flick. I don't want you there.
And it's good to have your own thing too, Neicy, so that when you'll come back to when you'll reconvene
Exactly.
whenever
Yes,
you'll
that's
see each other again,
fact.
there's a lot to discuss. There's, you know, you could update him and stuff. You could, and then when, not to veer off too much, but when a man is with a woman that has her own thing, she is more appealing. She seems more mysterious. She seems more, you know.
But
Absence
you
make
know,
the
it's a
heart grow
balance
fonder.
thing, because when I got so in love with the meanness
Yeah.
and I started to date, like I had
You
a guy
couldn't switch
literally
back.
told me like he don't know where to fit in because I'm so contented with
He
myself
insecure.
and my life is like, if I want to do something, I might even come and say, hey, I want to do it. So he'll probably just see pictures.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And I just like living my
It's
space.
a
If I
balance.
mention it to you and I ain't see no kind of enthusiasm about it, and I'm going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So to add to what Shawna was saying with the maturity, like it took me just doing some self-reflection and trying to figure out, okay, what makes me happy?
Yeah.
Not in a relationship, but as holistically, what do I like? Because my likes doesn't necessarily have to be yours for us to coexist.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna like my stuff regardless and do it even by myself if I choose to.
Yeah.
You know, but also the outgrowing of certain things, like as I said with the party phase, it might have a point in time where party was the thing.
Yeah.
We want to be
Of course.
all up in that.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
for me
yeah.
right now at work, like I'm not gonna be at an event unless I'm being paid to be there or it's
Yeah.
somebody that
Yeah.
I wanna see. Not because somebody say, hey Neicy, come through or whatever means okay, well Friday I had to go. No.
Yeah.
But I really like the I've never gone to the movies by myself, but I really like that energy. I love it. Like I love to
You
be
should
around
try
people
it.
who do those things.
They
But
very-
I mean, I like the line.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if I go into the movie,
True,
I would
yeah,
like to
sure.
go with a friend and I go and
Listen, you
pick up
make
myself and
I
go.
joined Cruise at the movie. Listen, guys, it had times I go on my movie by myself. I can't remember what show it was, but I like when the cinema full and people talking back to the screen and stuff.
Yeah.
So it had this crew like in front of me.
That
They
is
come.
global.
No, this was actually movie time. They come and like it was a real big movie. I had a bad boy show, something that was like it had real dialect back and forth. And by the end of the show, I was literally down wherever they were, and all of us in this thing, you swear we know each other.
Yeah.
You know?
It's be a nice flick. I remember the first time I went to see a movie, I was like, I wasn't afraid or, you know, but I felt liberated. I felt like, oh my God, this is fantastic. Big, empty. Well, just a couple people here and there. But I was in the center. Someone had told me once when you go to the movie, try to get the dead center of the audience. So not to the back, not to the front, just center. And I'm there and I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. And I just there crying my eyes like, nobody judging me, nobody around to judge me. I'm like, this is amazing. I'm going to do this from now on. Listen, nobody know I had the movies having an experience, you know, a true movie experience. I want to say one other experience that is kind of similar to Shawna, but it was more on a one-on-one with someone, and it happened recently. So you all remember Melee, the event Melee in Mexico, right? And I think I had sent out a broadcast self for Island Girl Talk, or was promoting something on my status in WhatsApp. Anyway, the person responded to that and said, hey, how come you're not in Melee? So I said, why should I be? Should I be in Millie? I mean, why would I be there? I'm not carded to perform. I'm not a full-fledged soca artist per se. And he said, well, and his words that he used, and I'm paraphrasing, but this is essentially what he said. Well, I would imagine you would be there. And I was like, why? And he said, well, you like to be around all the beautiful people, the popular people, the celebrities, hobnobbing with this and that, and all kinds of other superficial things that he said. And that really irked me. It really annoyed the heck out of me earlier. And I said to him, I replied saying, then you clearly do not know me, my dear. Right? Because that is not what I'm about. Just because I'm a performer and I enjoy giving people an experience does not mean that I myself am all about a party. Saying, you know how long I haven't been to a party? O.U.R radio was the first in such a long time, even before the pandemic. Anytime I'm out somewhere, it's for work, and then I bust it. Right? You want me to have a good time? Catch me at the beach, somewhere near a forest, somewhere in nature. You know.
Not that partying is bad. You know, just everybody's
everybody different.
Have their thing, and I think.
So I got put him in his place, and then I know he felt bad, and then he said, no, I was just being facetious. And I'm like, well, if you knew me too, you would know better than to be facetious with me. That crap don't work with me. Find another way. You know, so
I think it's the assumptions. It's like the whole entertainment scene thing. Because I know there are people who, as you mentioned earlier, Chris, they work in entertainment, they party in entertainment, their recreation is in that space. And for me, if I hear, like, okay, your normal job might be an office job. So on weekends, you look forward to that scene. If my full-time job is that scene, you think when I'm off, I want to be there?
That's exactly. Yeah. And so many artists in this, just locally alone, they are just like that. They're flamboyant on stage, but the minute they off the stage, they're on their own scene. For example, like Patrice Roberts. I mean, she's such a quiet person to herself. She literally minds her own business. You know what I mean? So after she gone and mash up the crowd, she is just about her own private life. She hardly says anything backstage. She's an introvert. A lot of artists are like that.
So when I got introduced to hiking, I was like, wait, what? Like, I was upset at a point in time because, like, my hiking group, they normally hike on weekends.
Right.
And I had to work. And hiking is like a whole day thing where they leave in like 5 in the morning or whatever the case is. And I have events, and for like months upon months, I couldn't have gone to a hike. But I used to love being in nature. You're literally waking up, bathing, throwing on clothes. You don't have to worry about makeup and this and all of that. And
but you got to go to one the other day with your family.
And it was amazing.
I saw the pictures.
Amazing. And I used to literally hike like every week.
Right.
Why you're so fit?
Listen.
I want to hike. Like, we hike now,
all the
Lil.
time. All the time. My thing is, if I work in entertainment, I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but for fun, entertainment is in the fun space.
It's work.
Like, it's too much to work. Like, to the point that even if I go to an event to have fun, people think you're there to work.
But that makes sense. Even artists, I know artists who sing about gunting, artists who sing about drink something at the party and they don't drink alcohol. This guy, what was the guy with the cup? The red cup. And he was going on the stage in this big cup. And I had a whole dilemma with pineapples and all kind of things.
Oh, and he used to wear a wig?
Oh God. Anyway, well, I met him. You know him, Ananias? Yes. Drinking four cup. Yeah, right, him. So I met him in an event, but I didn't really know who he was.
Some Yankee guy.
Yes, Yankee, right. I met
Yankee
him
boy.
So I was telling him about all his songs and things, and we catching kicks. So the first time I actually met him in person, and we there talking, he said, no, I don't really drink. And I bust out saying, you drinking,
and have people
you doing this, and have people
drinking because I want you promoting Panda.
But I don't really positive thing that, whatever.
That's hilarious, though.
But again, perception versus reality.
People always perceive.
It could read that a different way too, because if as an artist you encouraging people to drink and your tail don't drink, then what is really you then? That's not perception versus reality. That's a fraudulent kind of situation.
You are fraud.
I mean, he's a big man. He might drink or something, but there's nothing to talk about. The way you would say.
So what else is like another misperception.
I want to ask the audience, as I asked that, Neicy, as I was reading up on this same topic, I saw an example that I said I want to ask the men how they would feel about it too, right? With regard to perception again, right? So you all in the audience, we're going to chat with you all in a little bit, but before we do so, I want to ask all of this. So you meet a nice woman. She is beautiful. She is attractive, appealing, intellectual, educated, right? Motivated. She has her own thing going on, and she is self-sufficient. Everything that you could possibly want in a woman, and she is into you. She likes you, you like her, and all you're doing the thing. Right? Early days, but all you're doing the thing. All you're in. Yes, all you're going down a road to possibly be together, but you're real feeling this person.
Yeah.
Right? This is just hypothetical, and clearly it's not a Trini scenario, but I just wanted to ask you all what you all would do in that situation. So you find out later down the road that part-time, maybe twice a month, she strips. Not because she needs to, but let's say it's at a high class gentleman's club, and she makes like mad money, right? In addition to her making money with her business or her job or whatever, she strips, and she may also find it liberating for whatever personal reason. I don't know, right? Would that then, guys, change your perception of this woman? Would you now see her as less than this woman that you were holding up on a pedestal, right? Would you now see her as, I mean, most men would be like, well, why you need to strip you? Most men wouldn't like that. We know this.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, maybe she's just overly ambitious and she has specific goals, and stripping, contributes significantly to her getting toward that goal, and she does it part-time. Would that impede?
I try to understand the connect.
Would that guys impede? No, it's a literally an example I found online. Would that, guys, impede your perception, that pure holistic, I don't know, healthy perception of this woman?
Culture.
Let us know in the chat room.
The conversation with that, because probably like in America, so it's a normal thing.
You would be surprised.
Maybe, but I don't know, I don't know, Western culture.
I think in any culture, men wouldn't like that, where other men are looking and possibly pawing at their woman. But at the end of the day, you're dealing with a woman who's independent. She's not hand to mouth. She's really living an enviable life.
But now he know why she's independent.
But no, she is great she is great outside of the stripping. She just wants to do it as well because it brings in real money. No, she's doing it also because it brings in a lot of money, right? So but she doesn't need it. Right? Look, guys, let us know what you all think about that. This woman is everything all you want.
From what I've heard from my own personal situation in terms of my relationship, like most men, they like it. They love those things, but they don't like it for you. They don't like it for their significant other. Everybody else, for me. Let me show you money. Maybe tap that ASS, but
for wifey,
or
who they bring in home is a. But funny enough, I've heard men on the opposite side of that.
Yes, that's very true.
It's a team. We build in once we know. I actually, funny enough, had a male friend who was dating a girl that what's the word? No, it wasn't even stripping. She was like an escort, but with all the sex. Like those people who, the high club kind of thing. Like they want a nice, pretty girl to probably take to dinner.
Escorts.
But with all the
escorts.
And he was fine. She was paying the bills home. Right? And he knew where he stood. And I'm like, partner, where if I rocks your boat? But
they're different strokes for
he
different
had that kind of mindset where we know what this is. She's honest, and they were in something for a while.
Wow.
And that would apply to a lot of people, because I mean, for us, stripping might be extreme, but for somebody else, it's not. Whereas for me, dancing is not extreme, but for somebody else, maybe in the church or somewhere, wow, it is.
Yes.
So I mean,
Yeah,
different
it's
strokes for different
things.
folks. Yeah,
Yeah.
different
Because
people.
I remember I was dating a guy and he even thought at a point in time, he hit me this question. Don't know if he tuned in right now because he's not tuned in. He was like, when are you going to be done with this entertainment thing? This was around 2016.
This entertainment
Yeah.
thing? Oh, boy.
2017, because he had a bit of a little insecurity with the fact that sometimes he might call and I'm in the studio,
Right.
or if you're going to events is in the night.
Yeah.
He wants his person to be home and accounted for,
Yeah.
or whatever. And he was like, so when you think you're going to be done with this entertainment thing? Because he wants a girl who has like a 8 to 4. I have nothing against
Yeah,
it, but
yeah,
he wants
yeah.
somebody that we going to work the same time, finishing the same time, our weekends look identical kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And
He had
all
to
I heard
go.
was, so
I
my-
mean, not
all I heard
necessarily
was
that's his
ting.
choice.
You know
All
what I
heard
hearing? He had to go. Bounce.
Oh, I thought you
was
said
my
girl, you know.
goals and my dreams and my passion is a thing to you.
Yeah.
Fast forward to now, he's everything that I post. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. The
Yeah.
same thing, the
Yeah.
same thing that was a thing that I should have stopped singing.
Isn't that always the case, though?
Yeah, yeah.
Hi. All you ready for
It
the
is,
chat room?
especially in this industry. Yeah.
All right, I'll
Go
start
through.
from the top, right?
Okay.
So we have Cyan Birbal saying good afternoon, everyone, and to our
Cyan.
3 beautiful and lovely hostesses. Hi, Cyan. We have Takala Craig. Is she new?
Songs new.
Big up you, Takala. She says this one eating a whole fig. Who's that? Shawna, that was you?
Yeah, girl, if you're always tuning in, you'll recognize how
We always
Yeah, we always eat
fake
it.
watermelon,
Yeah.
all kind of
Yeah.
and she didn't even share.
thing. Yeah. So they only had one.
We
Ah,
have
fuck ladies.
we have Dion Carrington saying afternoon island girls. Hi,
Hi,
Dion.
Dion.
We have Candy Morgan saying good day, good day.
Hi.
Hi, we have Sheely saying good day, lovely.
Hi, honey.
We have Gregory Smith saying good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Takala Craig says good afternoon, beautiful ladies. Again, she definitely is new. We have Gail de Nobrega saying good afternoon, Shawna and crew.
Hi,
All
Auntie.
right. We have auntie.
Yeah, auntie.
We have Krystal
Not
Fields.
by blood, but you know, by
Yeah,
love.
pseudo auntie. Yeah. We have Krystal Fields saying blessed afternoon, ladies, looking
Chris.
gorgeous as ever. Thank you, Krystal. Sheely said, never would I have imagined I could attend a party with 100% local music. Will you hear that?
And I show
Very
you
well.
to yourself.
Either girl, we
Yes, sir.
Very
in
well.
the same boat.
I told Matix we had to take
I
this
was
on the road, you know.
Yeah.
Away.
I think he done thinking about it
Yeah,
too. I hear
like,
them talking
you
and seeing in the
need-
chat.
Yeah.
You need a road show.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
real good. Honestly, I in the same boat to talk. I had somebody tell me that like a couple years ago. I'd be like, nah, I don't want to go to that party.
What?
Nah, it was lit all year. It was lit.
real good.
And it's all us. It's right here. Like, we have Dion Carrington saying vocals, Krystal.
You
When?
did all alarm. Oh
Singing
gosh.
thing.
Just now?
Yeah.
I forget who you were
I
singing.
don't forget that already.
I know.
Thank you, Dion.
Chris lost.
I lost, yeah. Takala Craig says, all your set was still good. If you could call it a set, thanks. I mean, well, Nyla and Mikhail sets.
So They killed it.
Right? J Revolution in the house. He says, this topic is a scene. Well, Jay, you know what to do. You know the number 466-4687. Call in and talk to us. We have Fire Wolfman. He's back. He said, no matter how good you are, you will always be the villain of someone's story. So just be you.
Yeah.
Right? See? Perception versus reality indeed. Dennis Allen. Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
He says, I reach. What I miss? Well, I'm sure you get caught up already. We have Kyle Grant saying, one perception is that we Trinbagonians love soca and local music wholeheartedly. But our reality does not truly reflect that. And then he goes on to say, O.U.R. radio is definitely changing that perception into reality.
so true.
Hashtag happy.
True.
Right?
so
Happy
true.
1 year. Oh, gosh.
Thank you. And that is a good point.
We have
Because
Tev.
we really do appear as if it's soca and local music.
Only
die hard, and
boy.
we not. We really
And that's not cool because, you know, in Barbados, I had spent some time in Barbados and I see their culture over there. They leave everything open for all the genres of music and they celebrate their people, whether they're singing soca, dancehall, alternative, rock, everything. Like they have all these festivals all the time and live music is like the thing in Barbados. You know,
Yeah.
we should really be
And
focusing
here
more
it
on
is
that,
now.
y'all.
Like as I said, let me say this quickly. Trinidad get big in Jamaica first, you know. I don't
And
care
then
what
came
nobody
back
say, no.
home, yeah.
It get big in Jamaica.
When they started to
Jamaicans,
give us
Jamaican big producers and thing up there
Yeah.
was linking our local small boys and thing to come across and stuff. And then we now start to appreciate our
That
people.
should tell us something. Only we have to do better. We have to
Yeah.
do better by our people and
Yeah.
embrace our own.
Yeah.
Because only then we will rise, you know. Right? We have Tevin Jitua.
Hey,
Say it right?
big up you. Yeah,
He's-
that's you said right.
He says, good day, good day. And we have Krystal Fields again saying, I have been the bad guy in people's judgments of me
Yeah.
until they interact with me. And then it's a whole new level.
Yeah.
I always remind myself, never judge a book by its cover until you read it. It's true. I always thought you was a bitch, Krystal. I didn't know you were so silly. I didn't know you were such a
I didn't know it
clown.
was so down to earth
Yeah.
and cool.
I know what it is though. It's the resting bitch face.
Yeah.
You know,
It
as
could be.
yeah.
Or even when you talk, you speak very assertively. Like, you know, it's
Yeah.
like kind of you're sure of yourself. So people are like, they don't want to step to you kind of vibe.
Or the uppity thing, like people think you're well off or you come from money or
Oh, God, I just get up plenty, boy.
I'd be like, yo.
I said, listen, my father sacrificed and make...
Right?
You know, my parents
They
did
don't
the
know his
best
parents work
Yeah.
hard.
and
eh?
worked hard.
Yes, indeed. Should I continue?
Yeah.
Takala Craig is clapping. She says, true, Kyle Grant. She's agreeing with Kyle. Then J Revolution says, I go to the movies alone a lot. That's my thing. J know the thing. He
Yeah,
knows
yeah.
the thing.
But you're
Until
good
I
thing.
do the
Yeah.
thing. Oh, you know the thing? Until I do the thing.
Jay does it a lot. I knew that. And Dory, too. He does it a lot
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
It is
It's
be
a flick, it's a bop,
vibe,
it's a
yeah.
bop.
Vibe.
Sheely says, love going to the movies alone, right?
Yeah.
Sheely is a love even more after that comment, girl. You all saw her? I saw her. She is beautiful.
I saw her. I think I was going through the crowd and I think I glimpsed her, but I wasn't sure.
I saw her when we were leaving.
Okay.
And she was going down the stairs with me and
I know we
she's
saw
like, Krystal, and I was
Dina.
like, oh my God, she leaves.
Yeah.
She is
We saw
stunning.
Tina. We saw the name I'm
did I
always
see her?
murdering, and I didn't even
I
know they
think
were
you
twins.
saw her.
I didn't even know they were twins.
Yeah.
Tanya.
Yeah.
The girl whose name you was messing up.
Always. And I saw Kyle.
Yeah.
Yes. And we saw Team Echelon as well. That was
I
a guy.
didn't see him.
He wants to come on the show at some point. We let him.
That sounds good.
Cyan Burble says, I normally love going out alone, especially on road trips. I like that too, but in the daytime. In the
Yeah.
daytime.
Yeah, drives.
We have Fazia Muhammad in the house. She's new and she's also my good friend. Hi Fazia. She says, afternoon ladies. Chris, don't worry, you're not alone. I did movies too, dining at a restaurant and
Yeah.
beach run by myself.
Listen.
Girl, a beach run.
Oh, yes,
I
that
master do a
one.
beach
Yeah,
run,
yeah,
eh?
yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
no.
when it's like early in the day when everybody.
Early in the morning is a flick.
This thing just be a vibe.
Yeah. You cannot beat a nice Las Cuevas in the morning by yourself. It's be nice. It's be nice. And then you go on you buy a little bacon shack on your way back through Maracas and yes, it is a
I
flick.
don't know if I feel, on like a weekday, I don't know how safe I'd feel.
I find the
That
best
far.
day to go on the beach is a Tuesday.
Tuesdays is movies.
Tuesday, boy.
Tuesdays is movies.
Yeah.
If it's the week, I feel like I'd probably feel more safe where it's a little bit busier.
When you have people.
Yeah.
Let me continue. So Takala says, yes, long time I struggling to stop worrying about how it go look.
Yeah.
How it go look.
You know, how it go look. Toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
After
all
a while,
we
but you just-
struggle.
You just have it probably in like a small amounts, but
Yeah.
it is all good.
Yes.
And not necessarily, I feel you are good because you actively seek enlightenment. Like you actively seek knowledge.
you,
But
indeed.
I know real adults that don't know it. And a lot of our generations before us didn't have the knowledge to pass on to us. And we had to learn it for our own selves.
So, yes, preach.
Sometimes it would be good if, when we get this knowledge, we keep passing it on at a young age because you could save yourself a lot of time. You could save your younger generation a lot of time.
Cyan
Well
then
said.
says, yes, I feel like we get you some snaps to that. Some snap.
was
You
very
can
well
snap
said.
yourself, you can snap yourself.
No snapping of self. We do the snaps.
So Cyan Bubble goes on to say, I live my life for me. I don't let anyone's opinions influence me and make me feel bad or question my actions. Yes, indeed. Krystal Field says, Hell no, I don't let people's opinions of me contradict the way I live my life. It's either you like me or you don't, and if not, you move along. I have a lot of other people who to meet and associate with. Indeed, you know, I would care more about the people who are in my circle, who I confide things to, who actually know my personality.
Yeah.
I would take their opinions into consideration.
Yeah.
But strangers, not so much.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
And then the thing is, when you becoming somebody else to impress people, and you do connect with people, it's the wrong people you're connecting with.
Indeed.
Because they're connecting with a version of you that is not you.
That is not you.
know,
That is
funny
a good
enough,
point, Neicy.
Like when Krystal was talking about the artists, before I even thought about this, most of the artists, so everybody is trying to fit in and be, you know, what everybody else want them to be. And you're trying to fit in. You don't get nowhere with that, you know. Look at all the people who make it far in life. All of them, because you know, if you're not fitting in, they're quick to say you're weird or you're strange. Is weird and strange is what's making it to the top.
Yeah.
Something that makes you different. Nyla sat down here for her own self and said,
I was just saying, Nyla was saying that
she
some
sat
time
down
ago.
here and said,
Ole, we have a call. Oh God, stick a pen.
It's all Krystal. Let's get excited.
Ole, hold on. Whoever on the call, hold on. Don't hang up.
Oh, we didn't see. I thought her name came up.
Ananias has to do his thing.
Yeah.
Is he on?
Hi.
Just now. Tech help.
We not hearing
Hi.
him.
Kyle?
Just a sec.
Hold on, Kyle.
Kyle, 1 sec.
One sec.
Hold on,
one sec.
Kyle.
We're having technical difficulties.
We hearing him?
Yeah.
Ole hearing him yet?
Not as yet. But yeah, what I was saying, you're getting
He
through. Are
on,
we good?
Kyle?
Hello.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, we hearing you now. Very well.
Right. So I'm gonna tackle the question, the juicy question about the in a relationship. Perfect woman.
Perfect.
Woman to find out she's a stripper. Let me put a disclaimer on it first. My response is not on behalf of all men. This
Okay.
is my
Understood.
individual answer.
Yes.
Right. So the reality is that no one is perfect. That's number one, right? But the perception you'll get from this girl after 2 months is that people will think she's a hoe. I could say hoe, right? On
Yeah.
the
Yes.
program. Yeah, people I say it and then ask if I could say it. And the perception is that, you know, she's a stripper, she's a hoe. But you as a man have to know what you about, that's first. And then secondly, what you have. That's the two things.
Okay.
Right? If you could handle her being a stripper, by all means, brother, go through.
Okay.
Don't study what
Yeah.
other people think about you.
I agree
There's
with that.
I'm going to bring in a little bit of philosophy real quick, right? One is that there's a philosopher named Epictetus, a Greek philosopher, who says, the one who controls your anger is your master.
Yes,
But I'm
I heard
change
that.
a bit and say, one who controls your emotions is your master.
Yeah.
Because you take embarrassment, for example. If you fall along by yourself, this is for the ladies who go cinema by themselves too. If you fall by yourself, you're not going to feel embarrassed. But if you fall in front of people, because you're thinking about what they're thinking about happened to you, their perception of you in that moment that you fall on, then you're going to feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
So I will go on to summarize it to say that emotions are the gateway to your perception.
Indeed.
And your
Love that.
perception of yourself is what shapes your reality.
Yes.
Well
Shawna, that's your
said.
point from earlier.
Yeah.
Well said.
Well said, Kyle.
There.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. We love hearing from you,
Yeah.
Kyle.
And I hope you had fun on
Anytime, Paul.
Saturday, Kyle.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I thought you all already look gorgeous on air, but in
Aw.
reality, yeah, now the perception must be
Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
we could
Mama
say it.
Guy boy, Kyle, Mama Guy, but we go take it.
We taking
We go
that.
take
we taking
it.
that.
I like it. That was a nice compliment.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah. Well
indeed.
said. Well said.
Now we looking at the time. Ole, we actually
Yeah.
making good time. I'm so proud of
We'll
us.
just go to the
Okay,
comments.
so we'll just finish the comments and we'll wrap up topic of the day, right? Have a little something to read too, just to wrap it up. So let me just finish with the with the guys here and we'll continue.
People important.
Yes, our peoples. Right. So Katie C says, "Hi, Queen."
Hi.
She says, "Hola, listeners. It used to be every step was over analyzed, but not a bleep of that anymore." bringing heels to TNT threw me into that lesson very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, I, KTC. Snaps for you. Big up you. Big up you.
Katie been doing her
Katie
thing.
energy is always
Right?
on point.
And then, of course, Takala's saying, look, KTC. You know, KTC is a celebrity.
Yes.
You understand? Right? And then she said, KTC goes on to say, hey, Takala, how y'all tagging up, asking for a friend, blah, blah, blah. You know how they like to have the conversation
yeah.
within the
Yo.
conversation. Yes. Then we have Makazmi Don. Okay, he is definitely new. Hello, Makazmi. I hope I'm saying it right.
I think that's
And he says, good day. Wanky?
Yeah, Makazma. Yeah.
We getting a call. Only had to get excited when we get a call here. Two. And it's Dennis, boy. It's Dennis. Okay, hold on. Let me put him on. Hello, caller. State your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to Island Girl Talk.
Hey, what's up, Dennis K?
Hi.
Right up here in the Santa Cruz Alps.
Ooh.
It's a kind of foggy, misty, rainy kind of setup day.
yeah.
So,
My
you know,
kind of
9
day.
months from now, look out for some more cute babies.
Don't let us weather tie you up, you know, Dennis.
Pampers expensive.
Right? I saw that meme.
Milk and Pampers, Dennis.
Yeah, you know, of course, 100% support. Couldn't make the fete because, you know, I'm not going to
What's that
party
fete,
until
eh?
about
Yes.
2025
What's
or
that
so when germs, you know, we figure out
Yes.
what really going on with
Yeah,
these
yeah,
germs.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know, enough respect to the station and all of the support and all of the real top shutter Trinidad and Tobago superstars.
Yes.
Something that Krystal had said about if a girl's stripping, if you're good to go horror.
Yeah. It was an example I saw online, Dennis. I thought it was interesting.
These are sex workers, strippers, sex workers. I went to Copa. What's the name of that place down south? Oh gosh, Havana Nights, everything. I mean, what you going there for?
Yeah.
If you go to a vending machine and it's only a chocolate, right? You go still paying your $5 looking for a Coca-Cola? No. Or in your case, a Caribbean? Wink, wink. No. If you want that kind of thing, sure.
Yeah.
Women need to understand the difference between what is a fetish and what is true, genuine love and emotion. Are you going to form an emotional attachment with somebody who is morally off of your compass?
Yeah.
The answer is no. And the reasons are obvious. Are you going to build a family with this person? No. Well, then it's just a blaze. It's just a long-term blaze. So it's just a whatever it is.
But
And the
Dennis,
other
I have
thing
a
is-
question. But finish. Sorry.
Only one? Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to ask you if remember the scenario I painted is that this woman is a well-accomplished woman, educated, everything. She's also empowered and all of that. So she found that stripping on the side brings in a heck of a lot of money, even more.
Yeah, but he
You know
don't
what I
have it.
mean?
I
So, and she wants it. My point is, does that automatically make her morally what's the
Yeah,
word I'm
it
looking
does.
for?
Yeah.
Why?
Any word that you're looking for. Morally,
Engineer is like,
No, I
yes.
don't subscribe to
Industry.
stripping personally, but I also wouldn't go against sex workers because it's probably one of the oldest occupations in the world. It's been around for time immemorial, and my point is, if it is making someone money, and we're talking about. In fact, we weren't even talking about sex workers. We were talking about stripping, and most of these women they strip. Okay, but a lot of these women don't sleep with men. They just go
That
and
is
they
just a lie.
dance and they get the
That's just a lie.
So let's just
Listen,
go.
okay, hold on.
Dennis, let's stay. Dennis,
Let me pull a few
I
things.
know where you're going with it, Dennis, and I
Hold on,
appreciate it, but let's
Hold
stay
Let
on
me pull a few
point.
things. Let me pull a few things. First of all, whatever you or anybody do for your money
Is your business. Indeed.
I have no problem because that is just one other person not stopping me by the traffic lights by Macoya or by Paget Road and asking me for $5
Right.
to go and feed the children or to do whatever. Or in this case, to finish pay for the UE degree or whatever it is they're doing. That is your business.
Right.
But if I am going to say, hey, line up Tay, Arian, Jediah, Liam, all the Allen boys and say, hey, when you go out there, go look for a stripper.
No.
She's going to be able to find any kind of money anywhere.
No.
Chilling in the corner of the couch, 5 cents thing in the canal, anywhere, because that stripper know how to make money from
Dennis, you know that's not what we say.
No, but I understand him.
Yeah.
No, but this is my point.
I understand.
Who am I going to tell my children to go and look for?
Yeah.
Am I going to say, hey, she might be an engineer and she paid for her engineering degree with her vagina? Hey, no saying no.
No.
She ain't got the morals that you need.
The story is skewed though. We hear him, but remember the story is.
I hear the story, but what he's saying is, you can be anybody you want to be, and you would find somebody who's in line, morally in line with you. But what he's saying is, when you step into that world, it's no longer morally in line with him.
So my question then now, Dennis, is, were you that man? Right? Because remember, this woman is not paying for her degree. She already has her degree. She has a career. She has a fantastic business. She is successful in life without the stripping. But she has decided that she wants to do it still part-time because she does still make some good money from it. My point is, will that change your perception of her, learning that even though...
He said yes.
Yeah, no, I just want to reiterate the question for the people listening, right? Because we don't want to make it look like she's paying her way through school. No, that's not it. This woman already has the accolades.
Which makes it worse to me.
Right? My point is, we can't judge Shawna.
We're not judging, but you remember, it's our perception.
No,
We're talking about perception versus reality.
No, let's
So
you
would dump the woman if you find out she does strip.
He said he...
What?
And then
I find that out within the first 5 minutes of conversation. Anyone at all, you know, first thing, I'm a professional Marco by trade. Anything that you do at Googling, at LinkedIn, at Facebook searching, at Instagram searching, you're selling my email, I'm going to find that email everywhere. I have all kind of hacker tools on my whole life. I'm finding you out. Because I don't want no surprises.
All right.
If I don't fall in love, the thing sweet, like, walking nice and all of that, I will wait until, 3 months down the line to find out that she's a stripper? No, I asking you, so hi, how you going? What do you want? Do you like the steak? I think the pink salmon is great. Do you strip? Then if you tell me no, you're a liar.
Yeah.
Because you don't find out.
I want to know it up front because you know what? I don't care what you think of my opinion.
Yeah. Now, I just want to add to...
If it is that we... It's just one last thing.
Yeah.
If it is that we going down the road that this imaginary woman actually exists in the real world, successful, well-educated, well-certified, and morally bankrupt to the point where she couldn't strip.
Why does that make her morally bankrupt?
It's morally bankrupt. You're trying to tell me that it's not?
She's dancing.
We would make this a conversation for this could actually be a next
this could actually be a topic. So we're gonna pop in and then we have to wrap.
Yes.
Good show, ladies. Thank you for having us.
I just wanted to add something.
Wait, Dennis, don't go. Shawna has something to say. Dennis, don't go yet. Shawna has something to say.
Yeah. I just wanted to add something to what he's saying. In terms of where I can understand where he's coming from. There's a difference between judging somebody and a difference between understanding, right? So I would use myself as an example. I judge myself because I've lived my life a certain way. I have certain expectations of myself, given certain experiences, given certain knowledge that I would have acquired. I would judge myself because I know what to expect of myself. So I have a moral compass which I live by. I could be let down. I could disappoint myself. I can do that for me. And in such, I can do that in terms of if I am getting in a relationship with somebody else, that's an extension of me, right? So I think in a situation like that, it's okay. So like you said, I will judge you.
And have a perception.
Okay. But that's what I'm mentioning now. There's a difference between, I'm agreeing with you, Dennis. I'm just adding to your point. But what I'm saying, where I can even agree with him further, is you can be understanding. So I don't judge people generally. Like my friends would be like, they like that about me. If you stripping, if you have promiscuous friends, they love that life. And they just tell me all their business. And I don't judge because I understand that their reality is not mine. They're different social, spiritual, financial upbringing. Through so many different varying ways in life, you would become somebody different. So the most I would do is probably as a friend, give advice, but empowering advice, not judgmental advice. I would just tell you, you know, in my opinion, through my reality, XYZ might be the outcome if you do that, But not
All
judgmental.
right, let me ask the three of you all one question, right?
Okay.
I is your man. All three of all, I is your man. Right? And I say, hey,
You would love that, Dennis.
Shawna, Neicy, here was the scene.
Sister
Let me
wives.
borrow $20.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, huh? See? Another $20? You didn't pay back the last time?
Okay.
What you wanted for? And you're reaching into the little clutch purse and you're pulling out the 20 and thing, and you're like, here. And then I say, well, I'm going Copa and I'm going to change this into singles so that I can pay strippers. Tell me, each one of you all, will that be okay?
No.
Take care, ladies.
Yep.
Enjoy the rest of the summer.
You have our tech guy in the background looking at us like, of course you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I want to hear the answer.
No.
I want the answer. I want to see on your face.
It's not for
After
me.
what I'm listening
It's a strong
right?
no for me, Dennis. It's a strong no.
Okay, let me be honest, right? Let me play devil's advocate here, right?
Yes, sure.
I understand that according, as I just mentioned, everybody reality is different, right? So I cannot force you to see things the way I see things or whatnot. And from my experience, I could be wrong, men go through different phases in their life where they want to experience different things. They want to play the field. They want to just try out different things just to, you know, before they decide, you know, whatever they want to decide in terms of settling down. And if for some strange reason my boyfriend and his friends feeling wild and thing, and he called, babe, hear this now. We're going to do something crazy so that you go and pass your Copa for kicks. Think about $20. So I might devil's advocate. I might as well
That's
just
what
be
I'm
cool,
saying.
take pictures or give me the story. I want the 411 when you come back.
I was
And,
gonna
you know,
say too, if you said that to us, Dennis, and it's a boys' line, and you're going online with your
Some
boys,
crazy
you
thing.
might find me saying, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
go.
what is it if it's
but
a
that can't
habit?
be a practice, by the way.
What if it's a
that's
habit?
No, we ain't
different
talking
thing.
about habits. We talking about a habit is different.
Yeah.
And you must know if your man is making a habit of something,
Yeah.
and you could. There are signs if your man is cheating as well that you could. We're not talking about Neicy.
Yeah.
We're talking about the one-off time when if Tay wants a
One-off time.
$20 to turn into singles to go online with his boys at Copa to make it rain, would you have an issue? I might be a little more inclined to be
Once
all
it's a
right.
one-off
with,
time.
Yeah, it might be okay with me.
Yeah.
But
Well-
should Tay come every week and ask us this, then I'll be like, bro, there's a problem.
You gots to go.
Fix it right now or you
For
bounce
me,
it.
where I'm at in my space right now, I would like to meet a guy who get all of that out of his system and
Yeah.
looking for something
And
serious.
that's understandable.
So
Well, wait,
no, but that's
Wait,
not saying
just now.
for,
All you're going to talk about
That's something else, eh?
no.
What you say?
All you're going to talk about
That is not local news, Tay. This is a local.
politics and that because this
you talking about
is the
Steve
same thing.
Harvey's stepdaughter?
She and Michael.
She
They broke up, yeah, I know. I heard.
I want to hear your take on that because you know what? It's the same kind of thing. She is saying, you know what? My life, my career is more important than the family you trying to build here. And if I'm saying that, if that's your opinion, it's no scene. Thanks for the cut.
Yeah.
Thanks for the blaze. I will remember and cherish all the back shots. But baby, you gotta go.
I
And
just
don't
wanna
let that
say
door slam you in your ass on your way out.
Gosh, Dennis,
He's
gosh.
so blunt with it, but I just want to say one thing, and we really need to wrap.
Yes, it's time.
My thing is, and this is something that I am using for my tool of self-awareness and vetting stuff. You see how you say, what is your expectation for yourself? I believe like it have rules for men and it have rules for women. As much as we get modernized and everybody trying to try this and try that, it come back to the blueprint of what things supposed to be. And I think a lot of the time we give ourselves that permission to have the cake and eat it too. So we want to be on this side, we want to have the image of this, but we also want to do things and dabble on this side, but still be seen as this. No, come back to the blueprint. Call a thing a thing. So if you, as I said, Chris, with the example where she's have all of these good things going and this on the side, no, you're throwing off the balance for me. Like, what is it really? Is it that this is more of who you are and you're using these things to kind of cover that? Or how could you be both sides?
What if it's for a period of time so she can hit a certain goal to do something in
have
her
a lot of
business
things
or
you could
something?
do
I
for a
mean,
period of
just
time.
playing devil's advocate as
It
well.
have a lot
but
of things you could do. If your go-to thing is to go strip, that says something going on in your brain that tells you that that is okay. I'm not debating it or I'm not judging it, but I'm just saying if that is where you go mentally, plenty of people might have a part-time job, plenty of people might do something else. If you go to stripping, it says something.
all right, we hear you, Niece. We hear you, Dennis. But and as well as myself, Shawna, and as well as myself, the bottom line for me is don't be too quick to judge just yet. That's just all my point is about. But everybody has made valid points, but we got to wrap, Dennis. So thank you so much for your call.
Bye. Let some folks take care.
All right, darling.
Thanks for calling with your valid points. Boy.
Yes,
We have a lot of comments though.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish with the comments and then wrap up the topic, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Makazmi, he says good day.
Wanky.
Right. Takala says, I don't know. I'm new to this commenting thing. Don't worry, Takala, you're doing good. I'm going to go through fast. Sheely says, KTC, I think you just have to type their name. Okay, I should probably proof, right? Shannon Z says, big mood, right? Shanice is saying hi to everyone. Sheely says, when you're an entertainer, I guess people expect you to fit that mold.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We get that too. Takala is saying, yeah, let's do a hike, y'all. We should do an island girl hike.
Yes. Something.
Right? Oh my gosh, Sheely's just said that. Island girl hikes coming soon.
Great minds.
Sheely's, we should bring she on the show, you know. Krystal Field says hiking is nice. Been to one before, and that is a once in a blue moon thing for me, yes. Jesus Douglas is laughing. Is that your Jesus in the house? Oh, come now, let me big up Jesus now. Go. Make up seat. All right, cool. Continue. Gregory Smith says, if she didn't give that information at the start, then yes, I'll watch her differently. That's a good point. She wasn't upfront with it. Okay. Dion Carrington says, "Die she walk, big up she." I like that too. Takala says, pole dancing is still a goal of mine. Yes, for exercise is really good. Yeah. Jesus Douglas says, won't see her as less than, but I just won't want a woman who strips as an end game. Everyone's seeing my woman good. You know, he say, nah. If she is open to stopping and help, and I'm helping her, then no props.
Okay.
Right? I get that.
I guess but we're trying to say he will be okay with it for the moment.
And remember, it's not her end game too. Yeah. She ain't doing it to live.
Yeah.
You know, she just probably doing it to supplement or add to, I don't know, accomplish a goal faster. Who knows?
I think this needs to be a bigger topic for a whole show. That's so much ways this thing could go.
So J Revolution is back and he says, Krystal, the fact that all that explanation has to come just to justify the stripping, it's already showing what the answer would be.
Yeah.
I hear. I on the fence. Dennis Allen says, there ain't no such thing as escort without sex.
That is what the guy told me.
I don't want
repeating it verbatim as it was told.
Gina Chin says, hi all. Gina Chin is clearly new. Hi Gina.
Hi Gina.
Krystal feels, God, I have, let me go through this. I'm passing this on to somebody next week.
Proof.
Krystal Fields says, my thing is you want to strip and expose your goodness. Put a pole in the bedroom and do so for your man.
And let you throw them once.
Just my take on the topic. All right, Krystal, we hear that. Gail de Nobrica says, I strongly agree with you, Krystal. Yes, auntie. Yes, auntie. Right? Yes, you can't judge people in the place. Gail de Nobrica goes on to say, hi, sweetheart. Nice show. You know, she must big up her show now. Then Jay goes back to say, I've grown to like the fact that people don't like me initially.
That is a misperception, Jay.
That is so Jay, though. Sheely says, I know Neicy from where she went to school. If you see me, you'll know.
Okay.
She leaves it. J Revolution says, unless people think their brains work differently, everyone is affected by their environment. The whole people don't affect me at all is scientifically not true.
Okay.
There's some truth to that, but there are some people like myself who, I believe I have the capacity to literally not care about what strangers think, especially if what they think is unfounded. That's just me.
Was it something you always had, or you got to that place?
I was always like that, as far as I know.
No, but I think he's more pertaining to the fact that if you're in a stripping environment, then it affects you. If you're listening to a certain amount of music, it affects you.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe he'll clarify. She says, sad, I didn't get to see all of you in person, hopefully soon. Aww. We will, Shilise, don't worry.
That hike sounding like a bop,
It's sounding like a bop. KTC says you have to be, she says you have to be odd to be number one. agreeing with you all and feeling
Weird.
like you're different and weird.
Yeah.
Right? And then Takala says, preach, Kyle, preach. Jason Morancy, he's new,
Yeah.
says stripping and sex work are distinct. Thank you. That's all I say. Cyan Burbal says stripping for her could be a hobby. That is also true. Takala Craig says morally bankrupt. Yes. I feel I'll quote this soon. She likes the term. J Revolutions is stoopsing and he says, so I can't call? Yes, call.
He probably was trying to call.
He probably was trying to call.
Busy.
Jay, call if you want to call, darling. But remember, we're on a time frame now, so we had to keep it
and
short.
we have other segments coming up that we need all your input on. So stay tuned.
We have Macasey Glodden saying morally bankrupt is a harsh judgment. Yes, it is. Mr. Dennis State is harsh, right?
It's harsh, but depending on your moral compass. That's what's
Right.
different strokes for different folks. Some fellas, they might be like, it's cool. Some fellas will be like, nah.
But the term is nice though.
Yeah. So Macasey says morally bankrupt is a harsh judgment for that though.
Yeah.
If she's a good person otherwise. And then he says we should look at it as part of a greater whole of that person, even if it might be taboo.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that.
That is where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You can't
But then again,
judge
it
that
comes back
person.
down to people and their preference. You can't vex with somebody for what they prefer. If that's how they feel, that's how they feel.
Oh gosh, we get in the car.
Oh, sure, Jake.
Why
Take
are
it
you don't
quick,
get
take it quick.
excited, boy? Oh gosh.
I excited inside.
Inside. All
I
right.
watch
All
it
right.
It's jumping up. Yeah.
All right. Welcome, caller. Welcome to Island Girl Talk. State your name and where you're from.
Feel as G.
Of course, it's G.
Hi, this is J Revolution calling from Neicy.
A man in your house wait.
Can't do this guy.
I'll be finished at 3G.
Jay, keep it nice and concise, right, babe? Because we're running behind.
Oh, they're always running.
But
Yeah,
we
boy.
have other topics coming up, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
You might get your opinion for other stuff.
Talk to us, Jay.
I just come to say something quick. Well, this whole thing, boy, with perception and reality. I just want to say that it is true that I call it from the gym, by the way, so if I'm out of breath. And doing cardio.
30 years in my house.
I thought you see, you sell out yourself. You see? You're a good man. You can't lie.
I don't work out in Neicy house. Come on, yeah, Joy, this whole perception with the reality. The thing about it is, a lot of people's reality. If we go back to the philosophy of I think therefore I am, meaning you think therefore you exist. There's a lot of conversation about people accepting their perceptions as all in the mind. We have to consider people who have been defined all their lives by things like their body or their social status or things like that. For example, a plus-size person would probably be acutely aware of what their reality is because people are always judging them on their body.
Okay.
The thing about when we started talking about perceptions versus reality is that it's not grounded in things like energies and spirituality and who are different reality and whatnot. People's identities are very, very influenced by social structures, ideologies, and beliefs. And it is and a lot of times people like to discard that when we talk about perception and reality because I know it sounds nice to say spiritual and energy and manifest and blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people's lives are critically defined by social norms. And it is when we don't take those things into understanding, we fail to truly activate real compassion and stuff like that. So all this thing about who perceiving who, this, that, and what, and the other, there are critical elements that are never discussed on platforms when people talking about perceptions and reality because identity and identity politics is a real deep topic, right? So I just train that perspective out there. So go look up identity politics, go watch Philosophy Cuba or anything like that, and you'll start to understand that this thing runs real deep, and it's not just a matter of somebody coming by the movies and think you're lonely now. Like it's way deeper than that.
Yes.
Which is where I thought you all were going to go, but I'm here on the show now. We could go there. Next thing and last thing, that stripper conversation, right? That is such an ideal situation. It's ridiculous, right? That situation to me was ridiculous. I don't even know why we're trying to discuss that because somebody who's quote unquote successful and degree and this and that, I don't understand why when we discuss things like this, we want to paint a perfect person with one flaw. That's not real. That's not real at all.
Listen, I liked the
Krystal,
example that I
Krystal,
saw.
but Krystal, no, this is not your example.
And
so
it's
that's
a
good.
big
That's
world we
but-
live in. So I'm
Nah, but that's
sure
not
in
the- that's
some
not
way,
the
some
example.
part of this world, that situation is occurring right now.
Yeah, and that's something we might comfort ourselves by saying, but unlikely, it's too unlikely to get somebody's to get an idea of how somebody thinks. It's too unlikely to like if you throw that situation in front of somebody and they say, well, that's odd, and then you tell them, wait, you're a judgmental person. But that situation is way too unlikely to perceive somebody as judgmental. And because really and truly, if somebody's super successful, degree this, PhD that, and you jump into strip, like that makes no sense.
All right, now next time I will keep the example to a Trinidadian type of, something that is likely to happen home here.
It's on different ends of the spectrum. It contradicts kind of.
That's what I said. No, but
It contradicts.
You have all kinds of people in this world,
Listen, no, but Krystal, yeah, but hold on. Shawna, maths and
There are
dance
many
is a
types of
matter
people in this
two-
world. It's very
But
possible.
But Shawna, maths and dance are two.
It's like
sources
left brain
of
and right
rev-
brain.
No, forget left brain and right brain. I could be both scientific and artistic, but maths and dance are two forms of revenue. We are painting a picture of a person who has quote unquote made it in life and has decided to strip to get more money. If we are factoring the idea of getting more money, stripping is not even at the top tier. If you're so successful and smart, why we don't start a tech company?
Why not in Bitcoin? Why not investing? Why not
What
stocks?
if she's also doing it for personal self-fulfillment because she enjoys it?
Well, then something is lacking.
Nah, Neicy, that's judgment.
No.
That's
judgment.
judgment.
I don't think something is lacking, but that is something different. That
I
goes
don't know where to
beyond
go
the
with this
notion of.
again. I don't know what to go
Nah,
with
but
this.
that goes beyond the notion of stripping. That's different because if somebody already has everything, because Krystal, you are painting this person as fulfilled.
Yes, that's what true me.
They need to strip
Fulfilled
to
on
get
paper.
more because they want more money.
Bingo.
So then the notion of wanting more money can be derived from many other different things.
But who
Stripping
are
now,
you
in
to
that
dictate how she derives that money?
No, I am not. No, Krystal, I'm not.
Well, let's see what.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
No, you're not listening to me, Krystal.
Yeah,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
saying that she can't do it or she shouldn't do it. I'm saying the notion
just
of getting more money can be done by other things.
Right.
If you choose stripping, then that goes beyond stripping because stripping is not a problem. If it is you not sexing, if it is you not having sex with these men, then you doing exotic dancing in a sexy costume. That's not a problem. As far as I concerned, if I dance in Trinidad, go on the stage in a skinny song and only two pasties, that's not the same thing.
We hear you, darling.
So that's what I'm
we
saying.
get
So
it.
I need to know. So I need to know where. I know they're trying to run me.
Yeah.
No,
We're
we're not trying. No, I want to continue talking to him, but we just out of
I
time.
think we need a part two to this. I think Chris would.
Go on.
wrap
No,
this into a
hold on.
topic.
So
finishing
Jay,
off our
thank you
points.
so much for your point. As always, you always make the best points and stuff. We just out of time, boy. So, but we hear you.
This need a
The
part
girls
two.
be-
It needs a part
Yeah,
two.
that was.
The
Girls
comments
are
written up.
complaining that are going too long, sir.
That's not a bad complaint.
I feel like you're doing it
You
today.
should be
though.
proud of that
You're
complaint.
doing it today.
Thank you, Jay.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye.
All right. I think let me just stop here with the comments. We'll have to continue.
Yeah.
Right after, guys, I'll stop right there. After continue.
Yeah.
Right after, guys, I'll stop right there after Macasey's point, and we will resume after. We're gonna take a quick break and be back with our sip and spill segment. Y'all know how we do. Get all your questions ready if you all have any intimate questions for us. That segment where we talk some talks, All right, guys, keep it locked to Island Girl Talk right here on OURradio.fm.
100% all that I gave you, all that I have, but you took advantage of that. I'm soft, I'm kinda sweet. I don't speak about my problems, I keep it to myself and just act like nothing happened. But then you came around and changed the game. Yes, I should've never ever let you in, 'cause you just used me for your personal gain. I was too blind to see them signs, yes, 10 times 10, that's 100%. All that I gave you, all that I have, oh, oh. But you took advantage of that. 10 times 10,
Now we celebrate. Now we celebrate. Celebrate with Caribbean. Whenever. Now we celebrate. Wherever. Now we celebrate. Whenever. Celebrate with Caribbean. Whenever. Now we celebrate. Wherever. Now we celebrate. Whenever. Celebrate with Caribbean. Now we celebrate. Now we celebrate. Celebrate with Caribbean.
Caribbean Tropical Hard Cider. Drink responsibly.
yeah. Da 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 da, yeah. Da 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 da, yeah. 10 times 10, that's 100%. All that I gave you, all that I have, oh, oh. But you took advantage of that. 10 times 10, that's 100%. All that I gave you, all that I have, oh, oh. But you took advantage of that. I'm soft, I'm kinda sweet. I don't speak about my problems. I keep it to myself and just act like nothing happened. But then you came around and changed the game. Yeah, I should've never, ever let you in. Cause you just used me for your personal gain. I was too blind to see them signs, yeah, yes. 10 times 10, that's 100%. All that I gave you, all that I have, oh, oh. But you took advantage of that. 10 times 10, that's 100%. All that I gave you, all that I have, oh, oh. But you took advantage of that. Da 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 da. I never gave you less than 100%. I always thought our love would remain permanent. But then you go get somebody else and blame me while you move with them. Oh well, I got a temper, I got some anger issues. And I remember when I asked you to choose, I would've never thought that you would use me the way you did, baby. 10 times 10. 10 times 10, that's 100%. All that I gave you, all that I have, oh, yeah. But you took advantage of that. Why you took advantage of that, yeah. Why you took advantage of that, yes. Why you took advantage of that? Why you took advantage of that, yes. Why you took advantage of that, yeah. Why you took advantage of that? Why you took advantage of me? Was blind, I couldn't see, yeah. The lies you told me, you know what you did, and you took advantage of that. Yes, you know what you did. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Whoa, whoa. You know what you did, yeah. All that I gave you, all that I have, yes. And you took advantage of that. I gave you 100%. I swear I never repent yet. And you took advantage of that. And you took advantage of that. You took advantage of that. I gave 100%.
Celebrate with Caribbean. Whenever, wherever, whenever. Celebrate with Caribbean. Whenever, wherever, whenever. Celebrate with Caribbean. Now we celebrate. Celebrate with Caribbean.
Caribbean Tropical Hard Cider. Drink responsibly.
Hey, Mr. Gardener, give me one good reason why you work so hard. You say it's for your family, but I know it's a bitter price for security. System ain't right.
Guys, welcome back to Island Girl Talk. Oh gosh, we are your hosts, Krystal, Khayne,
Trinidad, Shawna.
Neicy.
Yeah, that was Annalie Prime with Hell Already. But guys, you know, we gonna pay a little more attention to the people. You know, we see all the talent out there. We're gonna be, guys, don't forget to, if you're an artist, to send in your music to us. Send in the links to your videos on YouTube so we can start featuring your music on our show. All right, let's do some work, y'all. You know, we run with the Caribbean ad. We had to run with Caribbean script. All right, enjoy the crisp refreshment of Caribbean hard cider. Let's do that again. Enjoy the crisp refreshment of Caribbean hard cider, an all-natural gluten-free blend crafted with champagne yeast. Caribbean tropical hard cider is available in original, pineapple, and rosé. Whenever, wherever, celebrate with Caribbean. Drink responsibly. Cheers. All right, guys, welcome to Sip and Spill. Cheers. Yes, I. Why we so doltish? All right, so guys, y'all should know by now what Sip and Spill is about. It's just an ongoing way to, you know, have y'all know who we are. Give y'all a chance to ask us intimate questions. We ask each other intimate questions, and of course, really and truly, it's for our guests. When we put them in the hot box, we ask them intimate questions about. Yes, we ask them intimate questions about themselves. Nothing too spicy all the time, but you know, in an attempt to get to know them.
I'm watching these questions, Chris.
You like them? You like them? All right.
They come good.
As long as you like them this time around. So, who's anybody can go first? Who would like to go first? Should I?
Yeah.
All right.
This kind of gauge where we at now. If we started spicy, we started, you know?
Oh my gosh. I will ask an easy one, more or less. Okay. If you are in a bad mood, do you prefer to be left alone, or do you prefer for someone to cheer you up?
Cheer me up.
Cheer you up. I thought you was going to say that. I figured you'd say that.
Yeah, you leave me alone. You don't care. You don't care that I am upset.
I have different moods. So I can't say either or. There are times where I don't want to have anybody around me, and then there will be times where I want somebody to cheer me up. But most times it might be, I don't know, boyfriend, where you're there.
Yeah, it's not for like a everybody kind of thing, because if I don't have that relationship, you can't really come in my space and try to cheer me up. But for me, if I'm upset, I want to see the effort that you care about my feelings, you know?
So you're talking about in a romantic setting?
Or even good friends, or my mom or somebody. Don't leave me and be like, well, let she calm down in the corner. Nah, don't do me that.
I'd rather they calm down most times.
If I say like, I need a sec to calm down, then respect it. But outside of that, cheer me up.
I prefer to be left alone because I need that space to rally and figure out what's going on and ting. And then when I'm done, I would probably call my person and have a chat about it, especially by the following day. Usually if I figure things out and I sleep on it, I usually feel better the next day. If I don't, then I would talk to somebody by choice. But I do prefer to be left alone when I'm going through something.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm like that a lot of the times, but like Neicy says, sometimes there's only good energy around.
Yeah.
So I bet both.
But if I say like, okay, I understand we're trying to appreciate it, but I really just need a minute, then respect that. But for the most part, don't be like, well, let she calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I coming back vex again.
Neicy, how many?
What? I was going somewhere there.
Go this somewhere. Go this somewhere.
What is one thing you wish your ex would do? That's like I said, I was pulling back.
Who you directing that to?
Krystal.
Me?
Well, Krystal, because I can't go at Shawn.
I trying to figure out.
But Shawna have exes.
Yeah, but Shawna happily.
That's okay. She can still. One thing I wish one of my exes would do is leave me alone. And that's all I have to say about that. Leave me alone.
Ooh, hey. Listen.
That would be lovely.
You didn't sip though.
I hope none of the exes ladies tuned in, because that might be a little problem.
Chris wishes that her ex would
leave me alone.
Leave her alone. I wish my ex would learn accountability.
You care to divulge, or you're just leaving it there?
So for instance, like I have an ex. We were good friends before the relationship, so it was easy to, after space and thing, to bounce back to our friendship. And stuff that we went through in our relationship, in his relationships after me, was going through the same thing, and he still can't see that he's the common denominator. So I just wish like he could just wake up and realize, partner, you's the problem. You had things to fix. So I just wish he could like.
That's an upcoming topic. At what point do you realize that you are the problem? Because that's I literally wrote it down.
Very good.
Right. So
I wish that like he could just not blame the world or blame people. But just look at himself and be like, I did that. I really did that, you know?
Sean?
Yeah. I mean, nothing I can think of now, honestly. I don't think about my exes to say I needed them to do something.
Shawnee is play it safe, you know,
no,
girl.
That's not playing it safe. It's not a bad question. So, I mean, there's not... what you mean in the past? You want him to do something in the past?
No.
Sean,
Look
at you fishing. So
well, nothing. Yeah, I do. It's an ex for a reason.
Yes, indeed. Sean, your turn to ask a question.
All right, I have a nice one. Why did your last relationship end?
Why did I choose that bloody question?
Bing, bing, bing.
Who you directing that to? It better be Neicy.
Two of you.
Why did my last relationship end?
The very last one, right? All right.
You going, Chris?
I saved. No, you go.
If I was to be totally honest,
the sip, yeah, sip.
That's all about getting the bubbles in. If I was to really sit and be honest with myself, we were incompatible. And I knew that going in, but I just liked the attention at the time. And then some months later, because I've never been in like a relationship, like the 3 months and thing. All my relationships has been like 3 years and plus.
Yeah.
This was like a 6 months, and we struggled to reach that 6 months. Because we were just really different. That was the dude who said, when I'm going to be finished with this entertainment thing. Yeah, we were just really incompatible. He's not a bad guy, but the stuff that like the vision of a relationship he wants, I'm not the girl for that. And the guy that I would want, he's not that. But we just had similarities in other areas, so we tried to connect. Because he's really, really like an intellectual, and you know me and mental stuff with guys. But when it come down to like the day-to-day stuff, we would butt heads a lot. And that's incompatibility.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess me.
Yeah. I asked the question.
You answering too, though?
No, I asked it.
Nah, boy. Everybody had an answer. Sean, that is the rule. That's the rule.
These rules are
I don't understand. I don't understand.
And then I just lean back there, just kick my camera. Let me see what happened in here. All right, good.
What you do?
What's the question again?
Why
the last relationship?
The last.
The very last one, long distance.
Yes.
Long
distance. I wasn't willing to do it.
Okay.
I didn't want. I mean,
do we get a why? Why you
giving it a try? They wanted to give it a try, but yes, the person wanted to give it a try. But the point is,
Sorry.
he wanted to give it a try. But the point is, I know about anyway. About that. The point is, most people want to give it a try, but we already know where it's going, right? And I was more concerned with us remaining friends than anything, because if it is something had happened and then it's bad blood, and then we don't, I really like this person as a person as well. So I couldn't do long distance, and we still friends to this day.
I think for me with the friends thing, as a relationship, and we always go through that period where we just have to not talk and then come back to talking. Like I just need that space to really get out of a system and kind of thing. And then
why you need to get them out of the system? Why?
No, just to kind of recreate the boundaries. Because for instance, we were friends, we in a relationship, so the dynamic change. And if you don't take a break to kind of reset what it is going into, it could be blurred.
We didn't take a break and talk. We still talk quite often, but we just have a proper understanding and acceptance of the situation.
And then you're not in the same
and we talk
space.
About anybody else that we might be seeing. We talk now as friends. I cannot beat up about that, because I'm not doing long distance, right? And I'm not moving to another country for anybody unless it really benefits me in a real way too. We talked about that the other day. So I cannot get mad. I just glad we're still friends. Should something happen in the future, we still have that spark, you know?
It's not about getting mad, but for me, I just need a minute to regroup and to say, okay, well, this is what I could do or not. This is my boundaries, you know, kind of thing.
All right.
Shawna, you feel like getting away and not getting away.
My last relationship could have probably been about 6 years ago or so. If I put in my memory right, it probably would have been because I wasn't serious. I wasn't where I needed to be mentally. And I think he was on that page about making certain decisions and wanting certain things for his life. And that was basically it. I wasn't where I needed to be, so it didn't work out. Yeah.
All right.
Well said.
Who getting to ask one now? You or Neicy, me or you? You.
Who does ask one?
You.
I just asked
Is you. It's you to ask.
Oh, you push it back on.
Yes.
Wait, but just now I didn't sip.
You didn't sip. We will go one more.
I had cold.
We'll go one more round, right?
Sorry.
One more round of sipping and spilling. Right? Some
what
chat room, and then we moving on.
Understood.
Right.
What is the most childish thing you still do?
I
I thought it was you ever
like
done,
my
not
whole
realizing
life.
it's like ongoing.
I just still watch cartoons. Yeah, I do. I
What
don't do it
cartoon?
religiously.
What cartoon?
Well, I mean, given I like to watch South Park, which is an adult cartoon. Okay, so
I like Catman.
I like Cartman.
Come on, Kyle. It's okay, Kyle.
Right? And what was the other one? South Park and some other one. But you could catch me watching Tom and Jerry, man. Normal, and laughing down the place. I love a Tom and Jerry. I still watch cartoons. And sometimes if I babysitting and it's or I have to put on Cartoon Network or something, I would legit be sitting down there snacking and following it and enjoying it. I like cartoons.
I think mine plenty. Mine is plenty. I do real childish things, but
Okay, hit
one
me.
of the things I'll just say one of them is you know how kids imaginative. So like when I'm telling my stories, I always be like, and he just walk over there and he jump, boom, and he say bang bang. I can see that. Yeah.
I can.
My friends just be like, how it
You're
went?
very animated.
Yeah. So my friends like just to make a fool of me now, cause I say, and I just see guys up to pow, and they say how he gets slapped. I say, pow. You're trying to make a fool out of me. You're trying to make a fool out of me. Yeah, that's one.
Nice, Neicy.
I think I still have my for me is my
Of course, we get set up.
It's in December spell. We should have celebrated.
Oh my gosh. Somebody gonna ask us a question. Hello, welcome to Island Girl Talk. State your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, Queen.
Hi, Katie. Oh gosh, always Katie. She coming with the deep question.
I don't have it for Katie today though.
I love this section.
She's session.
Oh gosh.
Just now, no? Yeah, I'll take my headphones.
Yeah, we need to raise the volume a little bit.
That's how I almost should have my cool sip and spell.
You guys can hear Katie?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, you can hear her now.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Talk to us, Katie.
Okay, so pretend you're talking to your ex and finish the sentence.
Oh Lord.
I am sorry for
Oh, gosh!
This brings us to the end of Island Girl Talk. Tune in next week Wednesday at 12 to 2.
Katie, just say it over for the people in the chat room if they didn't hear you. Katie C, we had what? Use a therapist, girl. What's going on here?
What?
Guys in the chat room, Katie C is asking us to close our eyes and picture ourselves talking to our ex.
Yeah, there's not a block here.
And then we have to say, to our ex, I am sorry for blank.
Face.
Katie C, what you doing? What you doing?
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Now I'm thinking about a whole different ex now. Because it had to get sorry for it.
Yeah. If it's somebody is sorry for, then
Oh Lord, I'm not going first. Who going first?
I'm trying to think about something simple, like if I ever touch the car or something while I'm driving.
Oh gosh, Shawna, make it count.
What I would say though, let me go first and buy the bullets. What I would say though, I'm sorry for not letting go of stuff when I said I let go of it. Like as soon as I argument come back up, I could reach back into that. And on June the 4th,
yeah.
Sorry for not letting go of things when I say, okay, yeah, it's in the past. Yeah.
And Katie, we just answering without any explanation, right? We just saying I'm sorry for right. Right. Neicy, you finished it?
Yeah, I done.
You're sorry for not letting it go when you said you would. Sean?
I guess same thing to go back to my past relationship. I guess I'm sorry for hurting you because remember, as I mentioned, I wasn't in a serious space. So that it's almost as if I was a little bit misleading, I guess. And
take a sip.
Take a sip.
Neicy, where you see how life is? You know when you don't want to cry and you're good, and then your parent pat your back. She pat me and I just feel heavy.
No.
She's not going to. She's not going to.
Let me clear that
Why
up.
eye watering?
No. Let me clear that up. Not crying, emotion. All easy up.
Just feeling.
I mean, like, she pat my back and I start to feel, yes.
Bad man don't cry though. Bad man don't cry.
You, Chris.
Katie, see, I go ahead and memorize this number, so when you call him,
we
you have
block it during this segment. We block it.
You're like, nope, decline.
She gonna start to call me from all.
No. All right.
Damn.
This is a different ex, and what I would say is I'm sorry for sabotaging the relationship.
That's a good one.
No explanation on that.
She said no explanation, but that's a deep.
Sorry for I would say I'm sorry for sabotaging the relationship so that I could run for the hills. That's it.
That's deep.
And that's a complete sentence.
Wait, I feel so lost.
It's okay, Chris. It's okay.
Katie, see your gosh boy. This girl boy.
Twice, to make sure she really just plays.
No, for real. Like, you bring back up some stuff.
Yeah. Our thing is we do not make Neicy cry, Katie, do not make Neicy cry.
That brought the views, that brought the people. You're
pimping out my emotions on the show.
That's what I'm saying.
Pimping out my emotions on the show.
Up to now, you didn't post the clip of you crying. Shucks. Tears is money, tears is money.
Wicked. Leave Neicy. Leave my Neicy.
You have to make that a meme. You gotta make that an Island Girl meme.
Tears is money yet? Yes! Merch!
Shout out the Kim K meme of her crying.
Yes. Island Girl Talk where tears is money.
Oh, you're pimping out my emotions.
And a big cry face on Neicy.
I'm not in that party with all, yeah? I jam in my own section.
We have photo shoot and thing covered up, but we had to get a cry face.
Yes.
You see this nonsense? I did not sign up for this.
Katie, thank you so much for your... Wait, we had to ask Katie one.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It's only fair.
Last time she gets away easy.
Yes.
Okay.
Which one? I've done that because I'm not seeing it. Oh, yeah. Have you ever been cheated? Which one?
I don't know which one we should have.
Have you ever cheated on somebody?
Or been cheated on?
Nah.
Let me find out.
Have you
ever cheated on somebody?
KTC.
No, I have not.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Nah, I believe you. So have you ever been cheated on then?
I'm a lot wilder than I actually am.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, me
I don't think so too. I don't get that
Yeah, a
vibe
lot
from
of
you.
people. But because then you have a good
Radar.
judgment of people, character. But
Yeah.
a lot of people do think I'm a lot wilder than I am.
So have you been cheated on? You know, way to flip it, you know?
Have I been cheated on? Not that I know of. I did do a long distance relationship for 8 years,
Yeah.
but
You get both for sure.
Sure, that raw, you know.
She get butt.
I might be inclined to agree with Shawna too. Yeah.
On the low thing, he didn't have any feelings behind it.
No
but
meaning,
he needed
yeah.
to get a
So
little
Katie
play.
gotta come off this phone call and be like, this
you know how
on
they
me.
say women have intuition.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't get that though. I really didn't get this when I visited. When I visited, all of his friends were very welcoming. I mean,
We do.
you know, friends will cover for their people.
Yeah.
But I never got the.
Oh yeah.
Your
Radar didn't go off.
Yeah.
My radar didn't go off. It didn't go off.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we didn't break up because of the distance. I will say that long distance does work. You just have to have two people on the same page.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's interesting.
I did it for 8 years.
Maturity, so big up
in
you.
America.
Yeah.
Big up you
I
for
did
that
it for
level
8
of maturity.
I have
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that
you
I
have
like to end it on.
That's not. But Katie, thank you for your question,
Thanks,
darling.
honey. Yeah,
As
you always
always.
bring in the deep.
Yes.
Deep.
Y'all looked amazing on
Oh
Saturday.
gosh, thank you too, baby girl.
With the legs outside. Them legs.
Oh gosh.
Bye.
Bye, honey. Let's do our last round quick. So
Yes.
it's you, just us three, and then we done.
So my question to end things and wrap things up would be, what's the worst piece of advice you've ever given somebody?
I know Neicy was going to spill something at some point. And not make sure. Did it fall? She literally sip and spill. Did you spill on any of the equipment?
No.
All
I
right.
told you to eat before you come here. You're hungry and now you're drunk.
I know you're drunk. You're drunk. Come. Make sure you don't knock down everything else. Hold your glass,
Who
please.
going first?
What was the
I
question?
forget, like I
What's
drank
the
too.
worst piece of advice you've ever given somebody?
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, you want to elaborate?
No.
No.
Just do it.
No.
So use
And
Nike.
the best advice I ever gave somebody too was do it.
You play it safe, huh? But
Yeah.
Nah. We're
Yeah.
not taking that, Chris. We're not
Yeah,
taking
nah,
that.
no explanation. We just sipping and
Yeah,
spilling.
just sipping and spilling. All right. I think I tell the worst advice is like, I can't fault you. I know you look for that.
Mhm.
So, you know, if you had to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a sip.
Take a sip.
I don't even know where to go with all your stuff. I think
What about you?
I don't even know you're trying for sex with that. I was expecting more. I was expecting
That was a hello. Did you understand the
Yeah.
intensity of the moral that I just let out there? Like, do you not hear?
I guess my advice would probably be along the lines of your stuff, like in the past with girlfriends. Like, they contributed to stuff, but you make it all about the dude. So it's nice. Man is dog. Yeah.
All right, Olia, it's 2:00. We're supposed to done, but your audience, we are grappling with whether or not we should take the show to a half hour longer. So y'all help us decide now. You know?
I think we already
because
know
if
what
we
the
take it
answer
half
is.
an hour longer, then we're gonna finish 3.
No, we go in and finish about 1:15 and wrap up and ting. So let me continue. You know what? Let me do one. We still have 2 more questions. I don't know what Neicy talking about wrapping up. We going one more round.
I thought it was 2, you said, and then Katie called. So
Yeah.
it was 2 with us.
So it's still you and you ask, then me, then Shawna, and then we done.
But you do your thing now. I
2
buzzed.
rounds of questioning.
Right now I buzzed, okay?
Yes, you're buzzed indeed.
Okay, let me ask one that's
Go
simple.
ahead.
This one just says yes or no, so it'll be easy, right?
Okay.
Have you
Good
ever
partner.
walked in on your parents doing it? Look at Krystal's eyes. I asked it because it's just a simple yes or no, so you know.
Oh gosh, man. You answering?
Well, my answer is yes. And I was like, what?
I remember when I was like a young child, maybe 8 or 9, and I walked in on my dad during first base.
Oh,
So
okay.
not intercourse,
Okay.
but making out.
Okay.
Yes.
Neicy?
Yeah.
And I was a little girl
Alright,
then.
next question,
And I
see?
totally didn't understand what was happening or what I was seeing.
Yeah, I didn't understand what it was until I got older.
Yeah.
But I just know something here off.
Yeah. It was like,
is the Russian, like the kind of like.
I remembered feeling very, very confused.
yeah.
Like, what's that? What they're doing? You know, is that a game? Like, I was like 7 or 8. I was around 8 or 9.
Oh, you're old to be
Yeah,
so dumb though.
No, I was very, listen. I was, let me tell you something.
Old.
No.
You already know about that?
No, I
you
didn't.
wouldn't really know it, but I mean, you
My
must
dad
know that
started to
when
talk to me
brown
about the
stuff-
birds and the bees at 10. I remember that for sure. Anytime before that,
Okay.
I didn't get that conversation.
No.
Like I didn't get it
So-
at all.
Alright.
and let me tell you something, just how sheltered. My tail was still believing in Santa Claus at 12 years old. So,
Nah.
yeah.
I see my mom with the tooth fairy thing. So after that, I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
nonsense.
My
I
parents
believed in the
tried,
tooth
but
fairy too.
Somebody pop my bubble. You know when they have
Yeah,
them
I see my mom putting the money there.
bad big
And I used to
cousins.
find the Christmas gifts before. So and then I was like, we don't have no chimney on we house. How Santa coming? Like, what he does to be doing in the Caribbean? Because
Yeah.
we, you know?
Because that whole magic of your family buzzing about, preparing for Christmas and with chaos, and then the next morning the entire house looking magical.
Yeah.
I'm like, he is real.
No.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not.
And toys
I
and gifts.
wanted it to be real because
Yeah.
I be, you know? But I knew, like, we don't have no chimney, right?
Yeah.
We have no
Yeah.
chimney.
I remember. I
I
remember when I figured out Santa wasn't real, I was very depressed, very sad. Done 12 years old, looking to turn 13. I'm like, what? Yeah, sad. But then again, I was still glad that my innocence was preserved for that long.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What are you saying, Sean?
Nice. I said I asked a yes or no question. And
Oh gosh, you know it could never be that easy with us. Right?
Wait, I should ask the next question.
You answer?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Look
I
who
did.
almost spilled.
I did
Oh,
not.
Almost.
My drink is in my hand.
Almost different from spelling it.
Hit the replay there.
Should I ask now?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
This last one.
I have one.
Oh gosh.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. See us
was
next
nice.
week from 12 to 2 on Island Girl.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I don't think. Do any of you have an anonymous social media account?
Oh no. No.
No?
Not anymore.
Well, I have 3. Not anonymous though. I have my sugar cane.
No, the word is anonymous. So then
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, anonymous.
You mean like a
No.
stalker
Nah,
account?
nah.
Yeah.
I remember I was watching this show Insecure, and then one of the girls was gonna stalk she ex, and like somebody changed the password on the group. Like all of them was using the same account, and she's like, "Did somebody change the password?" She's like, "My bad, girl, she almost get catch." So she had to go in, and you know, and all of them had that one account that they were. I like that.
That's a nice girl squad.
squad.
Yeah, that's a nice girl
But
squad.
nah. I felt like I don't want to be curious to even go down that road and
Yeah.
be, you know.
Oh,
I
gosh.
don't
Well, you're like we getting spam in the
I
chat
get
room.
spam
That's a
from-
good thing or a bad thing?
I could stalk from my account. I don't need no anonymous.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't do, but in the past, you know, the old version of me, listen, I had a whole name and, yeah.
That's a whole lot of energy that one does not need.
Yeah.
You know?
You just mature, you just get older, and you just be like, it's not really worth. If you had to go through all of this,
Yeah.
Comments it.
And on that note, it's a wrap for Sip and Spell. Cheers.
I made it through alive.
Right, guys? So, yeah, y'all prepare all your questions for us for next week, right?
and we blocking Katie.
Yes. We're going to take a quick break and come back with some trending stuff. So stay tuned. Keep it locked to Island Girl Talk right here on O.U.R.
We
Radio.fm.
celebrate.
Know how I blew up. But first you gotta know how I grew up. Smart kid, yeah, but still a big screw up. Man, when I was 1 down, it was 2 up. I made do with, but there was only few of. Few friends, but a whole lot of shooters. I realized they couldn't do nothing to us, still one by one, man, they f***ed the whole crew up. And then fuck push, y'all get them whole food you up. Love how you came in the game and you changed it. Channeled the pain in the music and pop champagne with the same damn that you came with. You go the distance. If something is out of place, take your time and rearrange it. Just stay persistent. This shit is already written. All you had to do was claim it, dog, yeah. I did it, I made shot for the top and I claimed it, yeah. Look at me, mama, look at your son, he on the news, yeah. Did this for us, did it for me, mostly for you, yeah. All my life, we was down, now we up. Talk to God, tell him to fill my cup. I did it, I did it, I did it, I made it, yeah. I claimed it, yeah.
Wait, now they won't hit me for the hookup. See my name in the stars when I look up. Man, I caught a wave and I run with it. I'ma give it back when I'm done with it. Have fun with it. They lurking, they don't wanna follow me. They gon' call me the wave or the prodigy. I do what I want, no apologies. Do it till my dad say you proud of me. Searching for the racks, yeah. So I'm never home, but I see you when I'm back there. Shorty bird sack, yeah. You know where to find me. Woman in the trap, yeah. I try to tell them, no matter the obstacle, anything's possible. It's undeniable. Inspiring you even when I ain't trying to.
I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, I made it, yeah. I saw what I wanted.
Now we celebrate. Now we celebrate. Celebrate with Caribbean. Wherever. 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 Celebrate with Caribbean. Wherever. Wherever. Celebrate with Caribbean. Now we celebrate. Now we celebrate. Celebrate with Caribbean.
Caribbean Tropical Hard Cider. Drink responsibly.
You're Brooklyn on them.
And welcome back to Island Girl Talk. If you're now joining us, well, you missed out a lot, but we still have a lot more in store. And now it's time for what, ladies?
Let's talk trends.
But before we dive into Let's Talk Trends, just want to remind you guys to enjoy the crisp, refreshments of Caribbean Hard Cider, an all-natural, gluten-free, blended crafted champagne with... Let me do that again. All-natural, gluten-free blend crafted with champagne yeast.
Yes.
Caribbean Tropical Hard Cider is available in my favorite, rosé. Original, and pineapple, whenever, wherever. Celebrate with...
Caribbean.
Right.
Drink responsibly.
Chris with the voice.
Yeah.
With the voice. So you guys, this is a very unfortunate topic that we're about to dive in, and we want to hear your guys' opinion on it. So we know everybody been tuning into social media with the circulating video of the two schoolgirls fighting that resulted in somebody being stabbed in the face with a knife.
Yeah, gashed in the face.
So just to give some context before we give our opinions on that. A female student of the Williamsville Secondary School was left with a very deep wound to her face, like literally below her eye. Right? As a result of a fight between her and another schoolmate. The video that is seen circulating showed that the two girls were fighting, and apparently, other people got involved and they pulled them apart and then they went back in. We still don't know all the facts surrounding what the fight was about, but then later you saw one of the girls with a knife and the next one bleeding from her face after the second altercation. Right? She was then sent to the San Fernando General Hospital where she was being treated. That's the last update that we got, and police were looking for the second individual. We still don't have all the facts as the updates came, because the information that we got was from Loop TT, and that is what they had on their site.
Big
right?
up Loop TT. Big up Loop TT.
We don't want to, I don't want to give too much opinion on this, because for me it's just horrific. Where are we going in terms of society that this is something that even making the news?
First off, before we get into that, I just would like a little good news. Is there every time we had to talk about something trending, is always negative. Something sad or depressing, or can we please have some good news? Sweet TNT, we supposed to be sweet, right?
Yeah.
Can we have some good news? Oh gosh, every time you go on MYOB is a something.
It's a lot of. And that's the thing, is it has so much of different questions I had when I saw this, because at first I don't really feed into stuff like this, but when everywhere you open social media it posts video, you want to know, okay, what is it about? Even when I was looking for the topics for today, it's just negative, but we still have to speak on it. And for me, two young ladies. Like school now open after being closed for so long. We still don't know what is the reason, but regardless of what is the reason or disagreement or whatever, how it reached the point why you have a knife.
And the thing too, like all the kids fighting lately these days. He's been getting reports over the last few months about fights in school, some very violent fights. Like, what is happening? You know, what are the parents doing? And it's the parents you have to blame, because them children wouldn't just fight just so unless they were seeing it's already happening in their lives.
And sometimes it's not just
the children,
seeing of it, but it's also something that's lacking at home, and probably to them they're lashing out in this way, like that anger built up from something unresolved. And to you, anybody come and talk to you any kind of way, you don't ready to punch a wall or punch somebody's face because you don't know what to do with all that misplaced emotions. You don't know how to self.
And therefore shame on the parents for not cultivating the right mindset for a child to be strong enough to avoid peer pressure. And you know what I mean? Just because everybody is going down a road or going with a certain flow does not give that child the reinforcements, the mental and emotional reinforcements that they need to know that I don't need to follow that crowd.
You know, the mindset that you have to be in. To stab somebody in their face at such an age.
It's how she pulled out the knife. Like,
you think, just now, guys, let me just make this point. When you think about stab, you ever try to, I don't know, you ever try to cut anything? Yeah, I don't, you can't.
Would that even be your
Any
thing?
type of anger where you're thinking that you want to stab somebody, it is not even something that you can fathom. So how is your mindset in that position that you want to gash somebody's face? That's going to interrupt that girl's career moving forward, because she has a big gash on her face. It could affect her opportunities. It could affect her relationships. It could affect her whole future moving forward, because that's going to be a permanent horrific gash. And trust me, I know, because you're watching at a dog bite here. I have scars on my face, 69 stitches, and that has had me insecure for a lot of my life, where to the extent that I don't like to take pictures on one side of my face. And look at the size of these scars in comparison to the gash that girl have. You know the kind of impact it's gonna have on her?
I'm just still stuck on the fact that you getting ready to go to school.
It's horrible.
Okay, I have my books, I have my mask. Okay, where's my knife? Like, how we reach that place.
She had it packed in her bag.
Yeah, she had it there. And on top of that thing is like, I know when I was going to school, we had securities checking bags and stuff before we come on the compound, like check, making sure, because anybody could run in here with anything in the bag. They used to literally check you before you come on the compound. So you had this knife, because it was after school. So you had this knife during the school, or I don't know if you planned or you premeditated, I don't know, but if this had gone left, you ting her in her eye, or you stab her in her chest, and but what I'm saying is, like, this could have resulted in somebody dying, and your life end.
So let me just be clear, because I didn't see anything. There's a video circulating, and you all saw it, like the open wound and everything?
I didn't see the wound. What I saw was like somebody holding the camera. You know, as soon as a fight happens, it must have a cameraman. And they were like on each other, and a guy's pulling the one with the knife off. That's the angle I saw. And then by the time he pulled off, the camera is focused on her with this knife like this. And by the time it pan over to the girl, blood. Like you're just seeing blood. You know, and it's after the video, the picture. You didn't see the actual woman in the video, but in the picture you saw how she got stabbed or whatever.
Yeah, don't mark yourself, Neicy. That is a lot. That is a lot.
And it's young woman, like.
I had a conversation with my father where we were somewhat in a minor debate, because just as Krystal mentioned, you want to give the responsibility to the parents, right?
Okay.
And I know that there are a lot of times where parents, they really do try with their kids, and the kids still turn out contradictory to the upbringing that they would have given. So that was where I was coming from. But my father was not having it. He said, no, because parents, they want to make a million children, and they don't want to be responsible or do the things that are necessary. And he said they need to have some kind of consequences for parents so that they would take things seriously. And if you are in a situation where you recognize that you have no control over your child, there should be a system in place where you report it to the authorities. Listen here. He's not a good boy. He's giving trouble. I've tried my best. I'm doing XYZ. He's not listening to me. So you report it, and the police now, they can have an account of all of these kids that, you know, that probably give in trouble and have systems in place. So after he was finished giving his point, I say, no, daddy, take win. I totally understand, because
I think I agree with your dad.
yeah, because there's no result and everybody not accountable for kids anymore. I know many parents who just live their life and they don't care.
Can I say something? I actually remember what it's like to be that age.
Yeah.
Like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? And what I do remember is my father was never a father who and guys, if you didn't know by now, our fathers raised us.
Yeah.
Right? In my case, my mom wasn't in the picture. My dad was both mom and dad.
Right.
And my father never restricted me per se. You know, you have some parents say, no, you can't go there. No, you can't do that. No, my father never raised me so. I can't remember a time my father ever telling me, you can't go there, here, or you can't do there, that, or you can't talk to this boy. Or but he never, ever restricted me or told or told me no to something. What he did do was give me responsibility.
Right.
You understand? So that when I didn't even realize what it was at the time, but I just think instinctively I knew that my father trusted me with certain things. So if we carpooling and he dropping me and all my friends to a nightclub, you know, to go on Lime, and I seen my friends doing something kind of untoward, I would think twice. I remember thinking like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I ain't trying to disappoint my father.
Yeah.
Because for me, I was never afraid of any kind of bad consequence.
Yeah.
For me, the punishment was seeing disappointment on his face. To me, that was like a definite no.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it. I don't know how it was done. I just remember that was a feeling for me, 15, 16, around thereabouts. You know, those rebellious kind of years. Now, he said I got rebellious at that age, but he would know.
Yeah.
You know how I was from 13, 14 as opposed to 15, 16. But my point is, I remembered always feeling an immense amount of responsibility to do the right thing growing up.
Yeah.
And if it is, and my father do that alone, if he could accomplish that, why it is parents can't do that? But you know what I mean?
Well,
I never felt peer pressure. Nobody could have peer pressure me to doing anything.
Tools, because as Shawna mentioned, no,
you're right. He did take a parenting course. I remembered him telling me that he went
So
to a parenting course once.
People out here might have sex and a child result as it, and then they just think, okay, my job is to probably clothe and feed, and it stops there. They're not thinking on a mental, emotional, and all these different levels. And then you growing up a child who don't even know how to process what's going on inside of them with certain things. And then when they turn into adults, they're getting older by age, but they don't have the tools. They just really don't have the tools. And then when you look at the upbringing, mommy probably didn't have the tools. I'm not saying that the case with everybody, but like mommy or daddy or the household probably lacking a parent figure or whatever the case is. It had things in my adult life that I had to kind of go to therapy for, to kind of course correct because of stuff that I didn't get in my formative years. Everybody mightn't have the capacity to do stuff like that, but at least if you already have a child, pay enough attention. And even as you said, Krystal, like your dad took a course. If you know you don't know how to do it, go try. And it might just sound like fluff that we're saying because, okay, between working, how much jobs, so that's kind of put clothes and food on the table. They don't have that, but you also need to know that from the time you have the title of mom or dad, it comes with so much responsibility. You know, it's just like it's a lot. Looking at this entire situation, it has so much of things that could be said, but at the end of the day, for it to reach to this place, something somewhere along the line, somebody dropped the ball, and we can't put it on teachers and stuff because it starts in the house.
And like, you can't blame the government.
You can't. You can't.
So essentially, what we're really saying is what people then lost, and we lost as a society, because if the children can't go to the parents to learn the right thing, and the parents, it's like a cycle being repeated over and over and over and over, and lost.
And then these are the children who are growing up to become parents of the generation to come. Like it's just a whole cycle. Again, we still don't know where's the disagreement, but no kind of disagreement in a school should even result in somebody being stabbed.
And some people find making babies it's a fun thing, you know, because I literally know somebody, and I don't want to speak about the individual, but of course it's from the lower end of the bracket. They'll come to do work around the home or whatever, and it's about 8 kids. Show my picture of 8 kids. And I don't mind the next one, you know.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
say, I was really shocked, right? And I was like, you serious? You want an next child? Yeah, that's be nice, man. I say, what? So what? How you go about, you know, like financially, like how you manage? Like I'm curious now. He's like, yeah, just come with this. You just find a way. You just have to find the way.
Yeah,
how
I
it
can't
handles
wing
thing.
that.
Right.
To
And
me-
that's the thing. Because we have a system that just allows us to do anything like that without a care in the world, we'll always run into some issues.
I marvel. I saw that almost spill.
Yeah. I have a couple
I see
of
it this time, Neicy. I'm with Shawna on this. I have an issue with a lot of people who just have a lot of kids, and it's usually people who aren't making ends meet, because you see the wealthy people, they have 1 or 2 kids,
It's so
and
much.
everything is strategized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also their future is cared for. It's strategized. It's like they have a trust fund that they put in money in every month, so that by the time that kid is a age, they have a startup, they have the college fund, they have all these things. My point is, if I have to bring a child into this world, and that's why I think it hasn't happened yet, because it could have, but I'm like, I need to be on a level. There's no way I even bring it in one and thinking that I would possibly wing it. There's
And
no
it's not
winging.
Even that's financially.
There's no winging.
Financially, it's a very big part of it. Like don't even think about it if you don't have the financial down back. But I know parents who lacking mentally, emotionally. What you pouring into that child, spiritually, what you pouring into that child. It have a child could be in a house with everything that they need, food, clothing, everything, and still a mess. It's like you need everything, and not just like one parent. Sometimes like, okay, mom supposed to be the nurturer or whatever. If mommy there and she don't have dad to kind of provide, and mommy had to go out there and provide.
We are getting a call, guys. Monitor the time, huh? 2:25. Hello, caller. State your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to Island Girl Talk. Is he there? Hello. I'm seeing that it's Dion Carrington. He hung up.
He hung up.
Oh man.
Well, maybe he
all
hung
right.
up. Just the point I was making in terms of like, you need both parties. Even if they not together, they still need to find a way to collectively co-parent, because you as a child need the influence of both a healthy mom and a healthy dad to give you the tools to go out in the world.
Indeed. Well said, Neicy. And with that,
Yeah.
we had to wrap it up, for Let's Talk Trends. We still doing going through very quickly. So guys, quick break to pay some bills, and we'll be right back.
We got the magic. Believe in the magic.
Now we celebrate. Celebrate with Caribbean. Whenever, wherever, whenever. Celebrate with Caribbean. Whenever, wherever, whenever. Celebrate with Caribbean. Now we celebrate. Celebrate with Caribbean.
Caribbean Tropical Hard Cider. Drink responsibly.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back to Island Girl Talk. This is the time. This is the time.
This is the time.
But first.
But first.
But first.
But first.
First.
Okay.
All right.
Of course.
Big up. Let's pick up Sammy. That's
Yes.
a big song.
That was Sammy Joe just now there.
big tune.
Turn up the heat. Turn up the heat.
Let's big up
I really
Sammy
like
Joe
that
with Turn
song.
Up the Heat. That
Sammy
is
Joe,
a
big up you. We have any on the
big
show just
tune.
now.
I would love that.
Yeah.
That would be nice vibe.
She's a bop.
Fan out.
But of course, you know, we have to keep mention of our Caribbean.
Yes, I.
So we want to enjoy the crisp refreshments of Caribbean hard cider, an all-natural, gluten-free, blended craft with champagne yeast. Caribbean tropical hard cider is available in original, pineapple, and rosé. Whenever, wherever, celebrate with Caribbean.
And what?
Drink responsibly.
That's right. Yeah, that's your deep voice.
Drink responsibly. So, Alia, let me do this quick.
Yeah, man.
Let me make it vibesy and quick.
All right.
This is the get through, go on through.
The awaited return.
Oh, gosh.
It's been a while because he thinks was
So, I hear you say it, though, Shawna. This is the what?
the get through, go on through segment.
Yes, I. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes,
Things
I.
been juicy, so you know we couldn't deny the juice.
Yeah.
But now we need to
Bring the
get
vibes.
back into this
Get
kind
through.
of vibe.
Get through it and
Yeah,
going
man.
through.
So of course, for y'all who are new, we just cause a little situation and determine whether it's a kind of a get through or gone through situation. It's real simple.
Yeah.
So
Talk
here
to
this
me.
one. I just have a question first before we get into get through, gone through. I mean, you ever fake sick and went and like you fake sick from work or from home? I feel everybody did that.
Don't know.
Yeah. You ever did that?
Yes.
I feel like anybody could relate
I
to
was
a
an
fake sick.
angel. No.
Too many
You
times to
never
count.
ever fake a sick.
She
Yes,
lie.
It never
lie.
so work. My mom wasn't having it. My mom wasn't having it.
Seriously, it never worked. Well, I mean, most of us could relate to faking a little sick. It could be a normal situation. But yeah, that's not. If your significant other fake a sick because he didn't want you to go out.
What in the manipulating?
Explain. Why is talk to me? Tell us the
That's
scenario.
what it is. The man see you going out and you getting
Going out
ready
with
and
who?
your
Girls'
friends or whatever. It don't even matter.
Or going,
At the end
going
of
to
the
cinema
day-
by yourself?
At the end of the day, the man faked sick
Fair
so
enough,
that
going away.
you could stay at home with him. How do you feel about this? And I know it's obvious everybody gonna cringe. Yeah. But to what extent is your reaction? That's why I really
You
want
know,
to
I like to break
On the
things
fence,
down.
You know, I always on the fence.
Shawna, you know, I like to break it down.
Yeah.
So, you going out,
Yeah.
you dress up nice. Your friend and them calling to find out where you reach.
Yeah.
Ting,
Yeah,
ting, ting,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
leave yet.
Yeah.
You excited.
Yeah.
Looking sexy and ting makeup.
Oh, God.
Face beat.
Yeah.
Story.
Right?
It didn't even want to
Right.
reach that fast yet. You didn't even get ready.
And
as
he
yet.
know you going out.
Yeah, he just know you was going out.
And he trying to figure out a way to keep your tail home.
Yep.
So he fake a sick.
Keep your tail.
Yeah. But this don't have to necessarily be when you was ready, yeah, because that might be absolutely fake. Like it would look fake.
I want to hear Chris.
It could
After
be
that
before
picture, I
you
know where
even
Chris
got
going,
ready.
After
So you stay home because you... So I end up staying home?
No.
Yes, you say
Yeah, I had to stay
and
home.
then you find out he fake it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
mean,
So I end up
same.
staying home
Yeah.
because I had to take care of my boo, right?
Yeah.
And you find out he fake it.
But he not no fever.
and you find out, yeah. So
he not no cough.
So
yeah,
you
no
figure it
COVID
out after a
symptoms.
while.
You don't have no COVID
Right?
You figure it out. You figure it out after a while.
He just good. And the minute I stay home, he get back perky.
Yeah. You recognize
And he tail
He going to
faking.
play video games with the boys or whatever he doing.
He just want to
But
keep
you're not really
you
sick.
from being on the scene.
Yeah.
on the scene.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
That's pretty much it.
Too hard tap.
Yeah.
Too hard. Nah. He would have, that would have been an issue.
So get your guns. Let's say this up front.
You remember I done tell earlier, I unlocked down a bull.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I unlocked down a bull.
So get you or go.
Gone through. Gone through.
You gone through?
Hey.
Of course.
Yes, KTC. What's in the Amber Heard? Faking. Faking.
Oh, gosh.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. It will be a gone through. At first, I was coming from the place of,
Had to be a gone through.
Wait. At first, I was coming from like, oh, that cute. He actually want me to stay home because, you know. But I find it have a little on manipulating kind of vibes, and it could get bigger. Like
All
if you want
that,
to stay home,
all
I
that.
say, baby, I want you to stay home.
Yeah.
You know, but you faking like, what else you faking? You know. So yeah,
So
like
how
it's
you
a
would deal
gone
with that
through.
situation though?
She said too hard tap.
That's it.
Too hard tap to you, and I still going out.
Oh, because I find too hard tap.
Nah, I
Still
would.
going
I
out.
feel like if your woman stay with me, babe, that's it. You don't have to fake the sickness. The manipulating. I don't like.
That
I
still
don't like
wouldn't work
feeling
for me though.
like
eh?
I'm being handled.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling like I'm being handled.
If you had asked, you probably would have still gone out now.
I was still going out. I don't care if you ask.
I would have like you tell me up front. Like I would appreciate that. Like it would have mean something to me. I might have still consider. But
Jesus
to
Douglas says Shawna
manipulate-
drinking Caribe.
Of course.
Here, KTC. Well, I gone through the door to my line. Yes, you're right.
But your life could be finished at this point, because you recognized too late. So I kind of wanted to know how you all would have dealt with the aftermath.
Yeah. What you would have do? You say what you would have do,
gone
Sean?
through.
Gone
It's a consensus.
Yes.
So I don't know.
I
if
would
you-
have been disappointed, and I'm not too sure how I would have felt about the situation.
Yeah, I don't like feeling handled. Like don't like
Nobody
my thing.
does.
Try to be straightforward. Don't do the handling thing for me. Because then if it really sick later on, I go wonder what going.
But then again,
crying wolf is problem.
Yeah. And then what? Let me be fair. It could be you might have a jokey, funny boyfriend who do it like that, and then he come and say,
Like if we
you
have
know,
a
I really
YouTube
wasn't
channel,
sick.
if
You know, I
we
really
have a
wasn't
YouTube
sick.
channel and we just do them pranks, no problem. Go to partner.
But you know, it mightn't always be that serious. He might look at you and like, you really wasn't sick, you know, babe. I just wanted you to say, and you hit him a tap and then you laugh it off. But then other times it could be.
That's why I was on the festival.
handle
I find
me.
it like it cute. You want to spend time
Mhm.
with me so much, but then at the same time, probably that's want to go out.
I cannot take Neicy now.
I still honestly, even if it was a joke, I don't know how I feel
Shawna
about
face
that.
done turn up.
Yeah.
It done turn up. What the comment saying?
Krystal feels, guys, I apologize if I can't go back from where we left off for the comments. I know all you does real talk to us, you know, but oh gosh, you know how it could go sometimes. So I just reading at the bottom here. Krystal feels says Panadol for him and I out the door. You're damn right. You're right. Well, I said, whoa. That's
it. You could wrap up the comments.
We go. So we taking a break or we going right through with Neicy?
Wrap with the comments and then come in to me.
All you are not gonna do all the comments, all right? It's impossible because we supposed to be wrapping up the show at this point. But Chili's, I will go from Chili's. She said, I feel like you could do the 3 hours like the other shows. That is true. The other shows go 3 hours, but I don't know, boy. I don't know.
Tighten this thing and missing it every week.
We will have a meeting, Ollie. We will have a meeting, right? But Ollie could always tell us if Ollie want the 2 hours or 2.5. We could compromise, perhaps, but we'll see. Patricia says, don't take him back. Krystal Field says, I agree. And then we get some spam. Where that come out from, boy? Cyan says, had one, not anymore. What's that you talking about?
Probably a relationship, a guy who would have done things like that.
I swelling some food out. Hey, we check boy eating. Boy, that's a fella or what? You should share.
Smelling up the whole room.
Smelling real good
And he
too.
pull out one container.
It's fantastic.
Right? Science says
he's smart though, well played, because he can't move from here right now.
We can't move and
Y'all
jump
be
to the scene.
rapping. We had to go.
Science says the police have apprehended the female student and she will be charged with a criminal offense. So there you go, an
Thanks for the update.
Thank you. Takala says bullying, jealousy, anger management. Who teaching our young ones about this? Some teachers barely even teaching the curriculum, and parents are busy. That's a point.
Very
She
valid.
also goes. Science says the female who was wounded in the attack was the one who started the fight, and others were defending. The other one was defending herself, but sadly with a weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, that it doesn't really know the story now. Krystal says it's unfortunate what happened to the schoolgirl after being threatened by the one who stabbed her. How in the hell did she come into the school with a knife? It's
That's what I'm
frightening as a parent, indeed. Krystal says also it's a scar for the rest of her life. To the other girl, it's premeditated. Cyan then says the girl sustained 3 wounds, one on her right side of the arm, the other on her left
something on
arm,
her chest.
and the other was on her face from under the eye go down. Oh my gosh, that is a big gap. Gosh.
That was really
Under
big.
the eye to the lips. My God.
Really big.
Oh gosh. Right now, Science says right now doctors are monitoring her lung activity. Guys, this is heavy. This is heavy. Krystal then says you would think some children ought to learn. Instead, they're so messed up and troubled that they're lashing out at others and causing serious injuries. And I pray for my sons when they go out to high school. Guys, yes, they're troubled and they're messed up, but why? It's not their fault. Somebody messing them up, and it's usually the parents or the environment that they're in. Right? Cyan Bubel goes on to say, thank God my child will be blessed to have God-fearing parents and who know about life to teach her. Most importantly, giving children love and affection helps build their self-esteem.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Yes.
Well
Katie,
said.
Katie says there are many issues. Young parents lack resources, and this includes the assistance from parents. And then she put in brackets, jump high or low, it takes a village, right? And then she says, and it could also be a source of holistic support for the parent. The abolishment of corporal punishment, poverty, and kids having to work just to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Number of issues, like she said. Then Dion Carrington said, he was calling just now. He said, I was calling to say that there are many factors that determine the decision to bring a child into the world.
Yeah.
From the law, for example, abortion is illegal, to lack of sex ed, to religion, etc. Right? It is a lot. It is a lot. And then, of course, we read all this from before when Katie said, what in the Amber Heard, that kind of thing.
What's in the Amber Heard is the new slang.
Indeed. LJ says the topic is lit today. Yes, it is lit today.
Yeah, it's
Auntie Gail de Nobrega says, you're feeling sick, poor thing. Let me make some soup for you. And a little bit of crushed sleeping tablet, and you're good to go. Bye-bye. See you later. Sander Boy says it starts from home. Right? And then we get some more spam. And that's it for the chat rooms. Guys, sorry we couldn't go further up, but we're out of time.
But we love y'all always coming every weekend.
Yes.
You know,
but and guys, sorry to cut you, Chris. When y'all are looking at the YouTube link again, a lot of people didn't know. But apart from the comment section, there's little icons and one says live chat. So while you're re-watching the video, you can click live chat and see the conversation.
Yeah, while it's happening in real time.
That we had throughout the show.
Really good.
Yeah. And don't forget to like it and share it, but like it.
And also comment after the show. Like after you finish with the live chat, go on the comments, the real comments, and leave a comment.
That would be lovely. All right, so right about now, we're going to take it over to Neicy, who, does her duty, does her due diligence to make sure our spirit good and right for the rest of the week, you understand? So take it away, Neicy.
Okay, you guys, so this is where I come back in to zen the place and give you a nice tip to carry you through your week. With what, ladies? This is called the Empowerment Minute. Woosa.
Love it.
Nice. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice. So we're keeping it short and sweet. And the quote of today is, go in the direction of where your peace is coming from. And this is brought to you by Jobel C, who's an inspirational public figure as well as a poetry and literature author. And the quote is, go in the direction where your peace is. So even sometimes you might be going through something and you don't know where to go with the decision. They might have a decision to make, and you're looking at both sides. It have its advantages, disadvantages, but always put your peace, your joy, your mental state to the forefront of these things, because there's no sense in make a decision that in the moment might seem fit, and then later on it's stealing you of your joy, your peace. It is not a good trade-off. You need to put your soul first when making decisions, and not just making decisions. Sometimes it might be the places and the spaces that you put yourself in. Choose peace. Right. So I think in a nutshell, it's basically, when it comes to you, put your soul first and always choose peace and go in the direction where your peace is.
Yes, yes, Neicy, bring it.
People are usually, not a lot, but there are people who are attracted to like negativity too. So I like the fact that you said that sometimes you're making decisions in the short term, but not recognizing that there's pressure coming with those decisions.
That's why they said,
and the race is not for the swift, but for those who enjoy it to the end. So even if it had to make a long-term decision, but your peace is to the forefront, go in that direction. It's gonna serve you better, and you won't have to be recovering from all kind of trauma and trigger.
Indeed.
Choose peace.
Good one today, Niece. Good one today. Well, guys, once we do the Empowerment Minute, that's a wrap. That's it for this show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Big up you, audience. Big up all you today, right? And thank you always for tuning in to us week after week. We really look forward to it, sir. Like, we do so much preparation for you guys, and we still have a lot in store for us. And
so much.
And it's a lot of work, but it just makes it worth it when we get here and we realize, you know, how we resonate with you.
When
how
we come and we chill with people.
Yes,
we love what we do because of you.
And of course, if you're just joining us, the latecomers, go back and play it. Thank God for playback on
Island
YouTube.
Girl Talk watch party.
Yes,
we had a guest, somebody tuning in for the first time last week, and he was running through the playlist and saying he enjoyed it.
Yes, indeed. So guys, once more, join us again next week, every Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And tentatively. And thank you for watching Island Girl Talk, where women are free to simply be unapologetically. Keep it classy. That was so corny. Bye, guys.
She don't deal with informer. I have no that's all your corner. Like she done this for days. Man, them around say she stuck in her face. Yo. Got you singing like sweet one. Got you singing like sweet one. That when a man was practice, that's why it's not lasting. I'll give you my last things. Half the man, I'm just acting. Designer from Saks Fifth. Anything you want, you can have this. I'll give you no tactics. Girl, you know you're the baddest. Got me singing like sweet one. Man bow to allegiance. Yeah, everything fit done. Need one. How I know you're a sweet one. Fendi purses from me, man. Random trips go to Sweden. Time they notice we'll be gone. When she come in, she still the party. That girl remind me of Somali. Trust me, I don't see no one bother. She busy body like Joanna. She yellow skin tone like a Julie. Popping call inside like a guava. Trust me, she don't deal with informer. I have no that's all your corner. Like she done this for days. Man, them around say she stuck in her face. Now fear's gone, still in her ways. You should see the way that she rockin' the waist. When I come to my place, come to the yard. Could be here, but girl, I do go abroad. Man, try take and I just laugh. Had to separate myself, just move a car. When a man was practice, that's why it's not lasting. I'll give you my last things. Half the man, I'm just acting. Designer from Saks Fifth. Anything you want, you can have this. I'll give you no tactics. Girl, you know you're the baddest. Got me singing like sweet one. Man bow to allegiance. Yeah, everything fit done. Talk about man, you don't need one. How I know you're a sweet one. Fendi purses from Neiman. Random trips go to Sweden. Time they notice we'll be gone.
Got you singing like sweet one. Talk about man, I don't need one. Got you singing like sweet one. Yeah. Sweet one. Man, go to allegiance. Everything fit done. Talk about man, I don't need one. I know I'm a sweet one. 20 pesos from me, man. Random trips go to Sweden. Time they notice we'll be gone. Be gone.
What the
I'm insecure to it.